Yeah.
But he's also a weird one because he grew up in Ireland.
Yes, he did.
That's so, you know, I don't know how much we can count that.
Great Counter-Strike region.
Yeah, it's known for thriving Counter-Strike.
First LAN I casted.
Just cranks out IGLs.
Yeah, exactly. First LAN I casted, terrible, like, small, old university hall. And Shuei's just there playing with his dad standing behind him, you know, because he was, like, really young to attend this LAN tournament. And he just kind of destroyed everybody, realized, nah, there's no competition here, and started playing elsewhere. So.
This ain't worth it. I'm out.
Good idea. Worked out for him. Nemiga CT side, Rebels on the T side. And we begin this best of 3 for elimination here at the EU RMR. It's all about survival. And now it's all about ramp for Rebels as they attack it towards the defense. Risky Bob taking a lot of damage on board. He's going to drop back to safety.
He's got a little tassel on the front of that weapon.
Yes, indeed.
I hate it.
Swinging in the wind. Not usually, though. This is a deathless round so far. Eventually that's going to change. Kizrek's going to move his way up the catwalk. He's not alone. He's got his teammate behind him, and it's going to be Xanter to open things up, and this is why they call it the Pistol God. 3 kills coming in the Jewel Berettas, and he did not lie about what he's capable of. It's Fly left alone with a 1v3 ahead of him. Bomb is planted in his favor. Sway on that defuse. Xanter comes in to close on the Julies, and a 4K picked up. And I told you, Jason.
I apologize, Xanter. I was not familiar with your game.
You see? The Pistol God. That's his. But it's over now for him.
How is he allowed to do that? Where did he come from to have that much freedom?
I don't know. He just kind of showed up.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Did he like flank down ladder and was wrapping around? Did he push down scout? I don't even know. But man, he puts together quite a sequence with those dualies. God tier pistol, 1-0. Because that was going to be like an impossible retake. There was no smoke. There was no kit.
Yes.
They just had 1 HE grenade.
Strange. Bomb plant went down. They didn't force buy.
Yeah, we normally see the force buy off that. I mean, I'm okay with it in a sense. I think if you're, you know, a team that is kind of described as the underdog, that maybe you know you're not like the most confident of like tactically to be able to win a round with a low buy. Even with that plant, you get into the first gun round, you're at a 2-0 deficit, and you have a really strong buy of AK-47s in full utility, which is not something you'd have if you force bought here, obviously. So yeah, get it started with the strongest buy you possibly can, knowing you probably need to build a little confidence and momentum.
Yeah, I guess the only problem here is you do allow the CTs to build up cash pretty early on.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other side of the coin, but also, I mean, I don't know. I'm okay with that. That's that problem on some level, where it's like, even if you let them build a little bit of cash here, you're going to have a strong buy that can contend with this with the AK-47s. You get the op out as well, which is very nice to have.
Flay did have some moments yesterday on Vertigo, so...
He did have some moments.
He's going to have a few more of them against Nemiga today.
Roose Bolton wannabe.
I don't know who Roose Bolton is, Jason.
It's Game of Thrones, dude. The Flay.
Oh, I get it now. I watched Game of Thrones, but I love that show, but...
but it's a little bit early?
Yeah. It's been a while since we watched it. Oh. Flight. Come for a shot up top of ramp around these smokes. They now know there's an AWP in place, so they're going to charge him down. I love the aggression. I love the confidence. And it's going to be Zwei to open things up. Kisarek gone. And I love that move for Nemiga.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, this third round buy has not really panned out. Lost complete control of the bottom of A ramp. And the problem is, if you're Rebels, you really have to stall this round out and have to retake that control once the smoke fades. It's going to chew a lot of time off the clock, but you really can't do anything on the map as long as that smoke is there and as long as you don't know exactly where the defense is, because you really, now if you're Nemiga, this provides you the opportunity to keep Zwei here jumping for information and everyone else shifted to the B bomb site in middle. 2-man defense at the B bomb site, 2-man defense in middle and a crossfire. Like, you're not going to penetrate that defense unless you force them to shift somebody back to the A bomb site to help Zwei.
Well, Zwei's got information. He's going to slow them down with a fire and flames. And with 35 seconds left, Risky Bob has just smoked short. But at a certain point, Rebels realize they're going to have to just attack.
Missed Molotov.
Innocent and Flay somehow drawing this back in the blink of an eye. This buy suddenly works again for Rebels.
Okay.
That was one hell of a turnaround, wasn't it?
Okay.
Doesn't feel like that should have happened.
That's a damn fine round from Rebels. But Nemiga is going to be like, wow, we actually put ourselves in a really strong winning position and let it all fall apart.
Yeah, you can see they didn't actually build up a whole lot of money because they bought right into the second round.
But also, this is like, I don't know, on some level, I'm like, awesome from Rebels, but you didn't do anything. You walk up and win fights.
Yeah.
Right? There's nothing like that you've done to like. There's no utility, no flashbang. It's just you just walked into a fight and won it, which is awesome, which is great.
Yes. At the end of the day, that is sometimes Counter-Strike.
You know, those fights are going to go against you sometimes. That's not necessarily a winning recipe for this entire half, but what they have done is take the opportunity to buy away from Nemiga.
So, 2-2 scoreline, almost guaranteed. Pushing towards Casey's worked out, so the USP's getting the first opening kill. But really should be another 4v5 conversion from Rebels, but an AK picked up by Xanter. The amount of space that Kissarek's been able to gain, he's going to be calling that over to his teammates. He's got the great angle here for the rotating player of Sway, but his teammate smokes. Ooh, coming just after he spotted out his opponent. It's a great damage being done onto Sway, who's now on 6 HP. With the bomb down, Rebels moments away from confirming in a tied scoreline. Olymp looks like Flamey's cousin. He does, man.
Okay, I can see it. I'm with you. I like that.
Maybe there's some relation there. But 2-2, all tied up. We've got here very quickly.
We have gotten here very quickly. Op comes out for Khan. Flay still has his, and he was a beast in that first gun round.
Khan from Kazakhstan.
Oh, okay. I was going to go Kublai. Kublai Khan?
Kublai Khan. Is that like a Karate Kid reference?
I'm pretty sure that was the...
Cobra Kai.
Pretty sure he was a relative of...
Genghis Khan?
Yeah.
It's kind of slightly overshadowed.
My knowledge of Mongolian history is not what it used to be, though, so I could be wrong on that. Opening kill provided by Rebels. And a 5-on-4.
Ooh, Kisarek. Hanging on. Just by the skin of his teeth.
And now Nemiga's going to have to start moving around the map to try and recover this. So yeah, Kisarek might go down. Risky Bob finds him, but Xanter walks right into Olymp. You can see across the map, the solo players of Rebels just lie in wait while the main thrust comes towards the B bomb site. And Rebels are going to put a third round on the board, so Vertigo's starting to look good.
I'd like to hope that their T-side could look relatively strong in their map pick going into elimination day of the RMRs. Vertigo would have been a map they put a lot of preparation into getting ready to attend this event.
Pretty even in terms of win rate on the map, but it feels like Rebels very, very confident looking in this T-side so far in terms of how they want to work it and how they are addressing different situations. Ooh.
Another game going on right now, though, over on the A stream. A game of a very different caliber. It's Na'Vi versus MOUZ, a 2-0 record game. One of those teams is guaranteeing a spot to the Major. That action being brought to you by Jackie and Fritz.
Absolute banger of a shot to open up the round from Olymp. There's Flamey himself.
There he is. Great to see him back in the server.
It's been a while.
Not fooling anyone, Flamey.
That would be funny. It's just like just throwing a mustache. Hop on in.
Well, a good start here for Olymp. He's on fire. He's going to go out middle, and Khan now detected.
The nice thing about it is I feel like, you know, middle isn't always the most action-packed portion of Vertigo, but if you get a T-side or a player who's got a hot hand and having impact and being effective in middle, it does suck as the defense when like you feel like middle is like a spot of weakness on the map. So if he can continue, add like one more round in a gun round where he gets an opening kill, add one more round where he finds a nice lurk, that can really throw this defense into whack because it changes the way you rotate between the bomb sites. Risky Bob and Xanter are just going to keep the weapons in their hands.
I have some devastating news for everyone. Risky Bob's name is not, in fact, Bob. It's Maxime. So, don't know where he's got that one from, to be honest.
Well, you know, your name's not Dinko, so...
Yeah, but I don't... It's not like I've just called myself John or something in the game, you know, like...
Sure. Okay, I see what you mean.
Risky John, you know?
How do you feel about human names and animals? Like a dog named Fred.
Yeah, that'd be kind of weird, wouldn't it? What'd you call your...
Would it?
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Well, what'd you call your dogs?
They have human names.
Joe?
No, I did not call my dogs Joe, but I also have two girl dogs.
Oh, what'd you call them?
Mara and Reagan.
Yeah, but those are like uncommon human
They are
names.
uncommon human names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not bad.
But they are human names.
Yeah, they are. They are human names. Well, I guess that the dogs either get like a really like cute name, like Rover or something, or they get like stripper.
My brother's
dog
is named Rover.
Like
Rover.
Sapphire and Ruby and stuff like that.
So those stripper names from your
GTA
youth?
5. GTA 5.
Okay,
yeah.
sure. Yeah, good save.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Moving on swiftly.
Tell us your favorite stripper name. Use the hashtag.
And please don't, actually. Please draw no attention to this whatsoever. This conversation is between you guys and us at home. Very small conversation among friends. Nice teddy bear they've got there on the table, Jason.
Brilliant.
Swiftly moving on.
Are you sure that's a teddy bear? It doesn't look like a teddy bear. That looks like a...
No, the one in front of Lear. It's definitely a teddy bear.
I'm looking at this green one close up.
No, that looks like a little dinosaur.
Okay, that is a teddy bear. Yes, you're correct.
Yes. Pretty competitive start, though. It's fizzled out for Nemiga because Rebels are taking control of the game. But there's an all back here in the hands of Khan. They've got the rifles around it.
And we'll always have Xanter's pistol rounds.
Yes, we will always have that.
That's something I can take with me to the end of my days.
Yes, he's had one kill since then.
Well...
Casey, great shot. Through the wall. Xanter gone.
Through the wall, through the smoke, through the brain. Oh, good nade on the Lear. And they're quietly going to pressure this. Flashbang up in the sky, and Casey comes on through. That's the round. It's over. It's done. Save. You won't even be able to do that. Kisarek has got one on the lurk. And if he can find the safety, they're going to swing a little bit wider. He's got one more. Great job from Kisarek. And Risky Bob, whose name is not Bob, is going to have to save the op. His name is not Bob. We have no Bob in the game.
Well, we don't know about that. Robert's a pretty common name in Poland.
I was going to say, like, I was talking about like the CL Bob.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
He's been gone so long, I almost forgotten about him.
Yeah, dead now, of course.
But at least we've got left hand.
We do have left hand.
We didn't have that for a long time. We can take what we can get.
Honestly, I was kind of enjoying like the passive-aggressive discrimination against left-handed people.
Yeah?
Yeah. Although when I played back in the day professionally in 1.6, I used left-handed models, and I'm a right-handed human being.
It's not.
There's something
to do
about
with your eyes.
Yeah, there's something about the.
It's like the left eye dominance, right eye dominance.
Maybe I should try it in CS2. Maybe that's what I'm missing.
What, the left hand? Well, you can just hit H on your keyboard and like switch it, right?
Yeah, but I mean like on a permanent basis.
Go for it. Let's see. And at this point, we'll take anything, Jason, in those 10 mans. If you can get that extra percentage, you can get that W.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure 10 mans are going to ruin the camaraderie we all have. I don't know if we can do many more.
I think they're probably dead now. Of course. Yeah, that one, I like that. That's the energy.
One hell of a kurva.
Yeah, I love that energy.
Bring it on.
Yeah, that's a great energy. Polska Gorom. All right, 5-2 scoreline though. Rebels, I'm starting to doubt my 2-0 Nemiga. Told you, I didn't believe the odds.
Yeah, you weren't completely convinced. It wasn't locked in, it wasn't set in stone.
The rebellion is working.
It's looking rock solid so far. Ooh, opportunity for Kisarek. Good little challenge.
When you're locked in as Kisarek, it's hard not to be going well right now.
And I like that he didn't commit. Like, he just took that shot. He was like, I can go find this fight. I've got some space. I feel a little bit of safety. I have a hunch. And he had his chance at a kill, but it's not in a situation where it's necessary to get that kill. So took his chance and just backs away. And Rebel's going to rotate to the other side of the map. So is Nemiga, as they felt that pressure and didn't like it. Trying to stack up with some of these weaker weapons in the low buy. Even Xanter shifting over is going to find that kill. That's a lurk in towards middle. That's Olymp. Everyone's coming back for Nemiga. So now they'll be here to fight, but no utility. And actually, not a lot of flashbangs for Rebels as well, so a chance.
Right into Xanter. And he mauls too. Kisarek and Casey both gone. Innocent able to step up in response to this. Looks like maybe a round that the Rebels will not be able to compete in. Flay takes a great shot, but couldn't ready himself for the Zwei swing.
Not just a pistol god.
No.
Way to go, Xanter. Triple kill. Individual hold, taking care of the mid lurk. I think Olymp maybe a little bit too aggressive on that lurk as the solo player, maybe prompted by some of the success he had earlier, was feeling like he had a hot hand, but you let that B execute come in first, and that's going to pull Xanter's attention away, and then that's where it's your time to strike. So maybe just mistimed. Okay, we got a Corva and a Harosh.
Harosh. One of those words is not as rude as the other one.
True. Yeah, that's a good point.
Let's go versus the other.
Yeah.
Flay, though, trying to get involved. Well, the smokes make it real difficult for him to spot a target. Bob going back, Khan to fall back to a more passive position. And Rebels have got ramp. Oh, risky Bob living up to his name. Goes into the open, getting taken down by Innocent and Kisarek. Innocent going around the corner, Khan ready to go. Big shot. Innocent to hit the deck, and Flay to snipe him back. It's looking decent, but Khan is stepping up alongside Xanter once again. Two of the heavy hitters, so it's Olymp left in a 1v2, and at least he's got around the back lines, but eventually Nemiga are going to piece this one together. Xanter's going back down the catwalk.
Oh, what a rat he is. This is a very ratty pathing for Xanter to take. Oh, same with Olymp, though. Ooh, almost had the timing. Almost had the timing.
Does feel like Olymp is going to be detected very soon, but here he comes. Out of the back is short. Khan gets eyes on him. And they're not going to pick... Oh, they did get the A2 in the end. That's good. Khan picks it up again on the way out. And a timeout because it felt like it was going so well for the Rebels. And it's fizzled out.
That's why I was mentioning, like, you talked about, like, the plant in the pistol round and no second round buy and the third round buy. And I think that, you know, teams at this level, I think, operate on a lot of momentum. And a lot of it's very streaky. And you can see, like, Xanter kind of shuts him down in a solo round. And then you kind of lose that momentum. It's a huge swing. So Rebel's going to have to work hard to get back into it, but Nemiga's starting to calm down this T side and pull themselves back into this map, even with 2 opening kills. Look at the recovery around that Rebels let slip away after the initial success. It's all Nemiga from there.
Nice! Хорош! Умница! Хорош, Кирюх, хорош, Дека, жестко.
Kisarek. Oh, nice shot from Flay. Just a leg shot, unfortunately for him, though. And, well, it gets a little bit worse.
Well, Risky Bob returns the favor.
Just aimed a little bit higher. Casey's turn. Santer does not step onto the side of the map, so therefore it cannot be spammed through the ground.
This is Rebels map pick. Anubis as the next map is in the favor of Nemiga, so if you're Rebels, you really want to get another round on this T side, be able to close it out. Have that little one map buffer in this series to avoid elimination. Kisarek, a quiet lurk into the A bomb site. He's got space. That's Olymp down. And Kisarek down, and Casey down. Innocent, the last one remaining.
Down.
The defense is fully switched on.
Starting to feel pretty good about my Nemiga 2-0 prediction, Jason.
Yeah,
It's
you're
just,
back in?
Yeah.
All right, what a roller coaster you're on this
Never
morning.
left. It's a revolving door, really.
Sure.
5-5, though. I mean, Rebels, they look so good in their gun rounds. They look so good in their gun rounds. And then it suddenly, Nemiga did just switch back on. Forcing Rebels into a situation where an AK is the primary weapon and the only one is on Kisarek. Everybody else on Tech 9s and a Glock.
And just straight to the B bomb site. No messing around in middle, no messing around at A ramp. This is just going to be a full-blown hit. Casey's got good standing behind this lurk smoke. There are 3 players here. One's Khan's more in middle, but he'll hustle over. Let's see how this defense goes. Blinded. Xanter able to get 2. Lear can do nothing from quad, but Xanter still delivering, and he's got all 5. An ace for Xanter. Beautiful hold, and Nemiga take the lead.
He's feeling it, man. This is sick. The pistol 4K, had a massive 3K earlier on in the game, and that ace, oh, he makes that look so easy. Good to see it again. Yes, makes it look simple.
I mean, it is, because normally in those B hits and you see a player in that position, right? They're blinded every time they peek. There's a stream of staggered flashbangs coming in, but because of the low by nature, Rebels really only had the initial salvo. Risky Bob living up to his name, taking a risk, jumping up, looking over the edge of the smoke, and he's got another one. Killed Flay through the smoke in the last round. Now this time it's Innocent.
Kisarek moving forward off that fire ahead. Oh, just spotted. Not dealt with by Risky Bob, but Khan steps up with a double. Oh, nearly a third. Casey took damage to the legs, but Zway comes in and swings. It's now Olymp left in a 1v3, and he's climbing down the ladder.
Dog Xanter is 16-4.
Yep. Off the back of that ace in the last round. Real sick first half performance from him.
But, dude, I mean, I would think about it for what he's done for Nemiga. Ace in the last round, yeah, fine. It's against a low buy as well. But also the quad kill and the pistol to give him the first 2 rounds. And then he had that individual solo hold, essentially 1v5 at the B bomb site, where he gets the initial triple kill that allows his team to convert a 5-7 and MP9 round. He had the only M4.
Yeah.
Like, he's the only reason they're in this half. Only is a strong word, but he is like 90% of the reason.
90%. 90% Xanter. I mean, he was the player that our wonderful desk was telling us to watch yesterday, right? Maui was saying, you know, looking back, he's clearly the standout player, but in particular really good in these pistol rounds. Didn't lie. Did not lie whatsoever. Didn't sell us a false dream.
You know, I like being sold a dream, though, once in a while.
I like being sold a dream and that dream being real.
I like when it's not real. I just enjoy the hope. 2-round lead for Nemiga as they're going to switch over to the offensive side of Vertigo. See what Xanter's got with the Glock. Dooley's looks great.
That's true. If he gets a 4K game, he's up to 20 kills straight away. That's maths, yes.
Northern Ireland education system is killing it.
It is pretty good, actually. One of the best in the UK, so you should try it sometime, Jason.
I'm all right. I think I've done well for myself so far.
Yeah, I think you have. Certainly. There we go. Risky Bob, Zwei, and Lear heading out mid together. Innocent about to spoil their party.
Flashbang though coming in. Molotov as well to his position. Ooh. Oh, peace.
Yeah, great shot. Flay just blasts way away. That was a fun sentence to say.
There goes Xanter. So no impact in the second half, Pistol. Rebels looking to come back in. Okay, Flay shuts it down, and actually one more was coming through the smoke. 7-6. Rebels a chance to even things up. No bomb plant. Shouldn't be a second round bye.
Pretty flat pistol round for Nemiga, all things considered. Really just hoping these mid fights go your way. They did not. Rebels able to finally get a pistol round victory under their belt, and that allows them to get a strong second round bye here on the CT side. And as you predicted, no bye back here for Nemiga. So they're going to use grenades and blast away. Flay in short is huge. This grenade stacks perfectly and get the intended result.
Unfortunately, without the buy in this round, though, there's not really a whole lot to build the top of it, and Casey's position is pretty mental to handle. Back to mid we go. Risky Bob with the deagle. Xanter, he's going to go down as soon as he turns that corner. You ain't clearing that, and even if you do a Glock against an MP9, especially without armor, you screwed. And Casey just basically is shrinking this map for his team. A really strong position, allowing them to be confident that the B bomb site isn't really under any pressure.
It's about to be nice and easy for Kisarek and Innocent, you would imagine, with the M4s up against the unarmored opponents. And they come in towards them. Kisarek and Innocent taking the first three. And shut down. So Nemiga not getting the bomb plant they desire. The scoreline is going to be tied up again. 7-7 here. We'll look at a buy in the next round for Nemiga. Looking to see what their T side looks like. First few gun rounds for Rebels were real solid. Interested to see how their defense goes. Yeah, there's a small chance for the bomb plant here. It's all of a sudden. But Olymp's going to make sure that that doesn't happen as he charges down into the bomb site. Sway's gone. And we do get 7-7.
7-7, make a wish.
Can't tell you what it is, though. Otherwise it won't happen, Jason.
Exactly.
Didn't know 7-7 was a scoreline you make a wish at.
It's not.
It's 11-11, isn't it?
It is.
Do you know why?
Nope.
Me neither. Everyone just always said it, and I didn't really understand it. But always be making wishes. Over the top of the stairs, Olymp does some damage and gets back. Those MP9s can be real deadly when they're close. Bottom of the B stairs, so that was the best chance for them to get something done. And now here comes the mid play for Nemiga. 3 players coming out. Lear at the back of the pack of 3. Risky Bob at the front.
Going contact as well.
Oh, Kisarek. Oh, the timing couldn't have been worse for him to turn his back.
Yeah, I mean, he's just doing it for the flashback from his teammate, obviously. Oh, no.
What?
It's going to go from bad to worse.
Eventually getting his kill. Now he's aware of the possibility that there could be someone at top ramp. And that's great awareness from his way to go back and clear out for Flay.
Yeah, it really is. Good lurk up short. He's opened up the entire map. That's really well done. And now Khan's got Olymp trying to make an information play in middle. First gun round firmly in control of Nemiga. Nobody going down. And Rebels picked apart as they move across the map. And I hope Rebels out of this timeout make the same decision they made in the second round of the first half of like not really to buy and invest. I think that decision for them to get to the gun round where they have everything they could possibly want, the AWP, the utility is going to be critically important for them to get going. You can buy some pistols, some utility if you want to just try and do something cool, but I think mostly you're going to want to play as many full-blown gun rounds as you possibly can. So Sparrow having a little conversation, trying to draw from his experience competing at the top levels.
We're actually taking a shot somehow. Double setup in middle. It's just a 5-7 and a USP though for the CT side. But the 5-7 this close. We've seen Olymp do it yesterday. But now this time, no multi-kill. As Khan and Risky Bob make sure that nothing actually goes down for Rebels in mid. And it's going to be a 9-7 scoreline teed up off the back of that. If you're wondering what other action you can expect to see later today here at the RMRs, well, currently you got Na'Vi versus MOUZ going on over on the other stream, but FaZe versus Vitality is queued up over there too.
It's powerful.
That is one hell of a game. I think it's one of the best games you can get in this RMR.
It's a powerful series.
And then the other one is GamerLegion Unity.
Powerful as well.
In a different way, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Innocent steps up in front of the smoke. There's the mid lurk with the AKs. 5-7s can't do anything. Flay goes down as well. Swinging through the smoke is Kisarek. He is annihilated by Khan, and Nemiga now take a 2-round lead. And we get a strong buy coming in. 63-50 on Casey, so the op will be out for the Rebels CT side. Passed over to Flay.
Gotta start winning rounds now, though. Money will be gone again if they lose it convincingly. Nemiga will be up to 10, probably 11 off the back of that. So you really are getting into the territory now where Rebels got to start just posting some defense. And where you have the op in your hands, that's the best chance for it. Flay holding mid. Grid angle.
They've been doing a lot of this dry as well. Oh, the boost.
Oh, that's a sick boost. Oh, if you're Flay, you're hating life right now. That is so tough to have to swallow, and then Xanter just walks up into the B bomb site. Casey gone. Olymp being pulled between two angles. He's being pulled away from middle to try and watch B, so he commits into the mid fight. He loses it anyway. Job done. 10 rounds secured for Nemiga. Nothing for Rebels other than the save call. And they are watching their map picks slip away from them.
I like how confident in this matchup Nemiga players are on an individual level. Just, I mean, we saw, I mean, the ability of Xanser to just kind of march up the B stairs, like, on his own. Like, you get that kill in middle, and he's just like, I'm just going to go see if I can find this 1v1 fight. We saw it out of Zwei as well, kind of lurking up short earlier to drop Innocent in the back and then clear out. Like, it's not going to work against the better teams, you know, in the world, and depending on what their matchups are going to be, it's not going to be as effective. But here in this matchup, yeah, individually you can flex a little bit, and they're doing just that.
Yeah, they're playing at a level they're much more used to playing against. Yeah, that boost. Really well constructed. I think it's going to be frustrating as the AWPer. You wait so long to get the AWP out. You have your chance to have your mark in the round.
You didn't wait too long in terms of the round, but you did kind of sacrifice a force buy in that second round to get it, right? You made a plan to have that AWP out. Yeah. There's a similar conversation we had on this map with Oscar yesterday when we saw him kind of struggle. Like, he waited, it took him like 4 or 5 rounds to get it out, and then when he did, he swapped nades at the wrong moment. So, I mean, it's, yeah, as an AWPer, that's a really frustrating thing to have to go through.
Xanter, combined with the Molotov, was able to get Casey and gather Nemiga the first player advantage of round 18. Just looking at the pistols though, not expecting much resistance, but there's the best chance possible. Because here they come into the B site. Kisserek still hiding inside of the smoke. I love the play, but unfortunately everybody's dead. He's also 6 HP, so... There's one, there's two. Is there anything else here for Kisserek? No, he can't get the third, but at least a couple of kills to add to his collection.
Yeah. Yeah. Well done. I love the play, but everyone else is dead.
Yeah. You just kind of play, you know, you have to make if you're negative on KD.
Sure.
You got to tie up your KD, man. He's now 14 and 14. Look at that.
And that's all that matters.
It is. And a losing effort it is, because then you can look around at your teammates and go, look, I got my numbers.
Yeah, I was the best.
Olymp. Flash into middle. And no peek. Rebels are going to show a lot more presence in mid than they intend on keeping there, or rather, Nemiga are. They're going to show that there's quite a few players trying to go through mid as they have in multiple rounds, but they start to filter away almost instantly. And now Khan, sees the feet. It's a tough shot. And Flay's going to post up on that angle now that Khan can't re-peek. So they're going to start transitioning their focus to the B-bomb site instead. The bomb and 3 players at the foothills of the B-bomb site.
The foothills.
Ready to climb the mountain of the stairs.
Very Irish of you.
Yeah.
The foothills in this urban environment.
Yeah, everything's nature, think about it.
All right, Casey. Big job to do. Same with Olymp. Was good on the T side over in middle, but Nemiga has brought a different look to him that he can't handle here on his defensive side, and it doesn't help that Casey's exploited 4 kills in the map so far. And this B-bomb site starting to be a weakness. Xanter still having impact. 23 frags, and he ain't done. Make it 25 over the top. Homeboy's just going to keep moving forward.
Not a smile on his face either. Just cold killing machine. 12-7. Rebels, good little run on the T side for a moment. But
again, I mean, for a third time, just momentum at this level is so massive for these teams and these players from a mentality perspective. And I think when you lose that momentum, and especially now where you've lost it for some time and it's getting to the end of the map and you're looking at a losing scoreline, it's hard to snap back in and have that belief.
just to reiterate, also, this is Rebels map pick. They are about to concede.
Oh my Lord Almighty. That's a double nade stack.
Yeah.
When they're double stacked at the position, just the worst possible time for it.
Oh, it's just going from bad to worse for the Rebels right now, and 3 players standing for the defense. Nemiga have come to crush them. I think Fly in particular, not that I'm highlighting a negative performance, I just think he's going to be quite frustrated about the lack of opportunities when he got the AWP out. If you think about the amount of rounds he's had.
It's the only round he had the AWP in the second half.
Yeah, so he had the AWP in mid one time, got blasted. But even on the T side, if you think about he got a leg shot up ramp, and then Risky Bob shoots him through the smoke, right? He just must feel like there was a whole lot of opportunities to actually really get involved. But suddenly Rebels getting back into this round in particular. Good dink as well at the end. Risky Bob is going to get that kill, but 2 of the remaining 3 members of Nemiga are low in HP, and there's no bomb plant yet.
Ooh, he got scared.
He got really scared.
Those footsteps were far away, but okay. Pause, safety, can't blame him for that. Kisserek gonna try and make a play. Might just have it, and now it's only low HP players. Lear and Risky Bob have to play this perfectly.
Around the backside, Innocent coming in, the last remaining players. Risky Bob, who just made noise, and Innocent will sink him without issue. Defuse for Rebels, life in them yet. They will not concede Vertigo, at least right now. A lot of money. A lot of money for Nemiga, so...
Well, hey, we have an op on the CT side, so Flay's gonna get his chance. He's gonna get his crack at it. Yeah, considering how this opened up, that's a 3 versus 5 conversion. And I think Nemiga's like, you know what? Probably should have just ended at the B-bomb site, as we have for most of this half. I actually scratching my head a little bit, watching them kind of move around that, getting the 2 opening kills and not going to the B site, which they favored so far. Seems crazy.
Well, Xancer, you might be listening to Jason. They've got the opening kill, and he's also applying pressure to the B defense with that Molotov, forcing them back around the corner. Flay, though, oh, missed shot of the AWP. Missed shot again. And he climbs up for a 3rd crack of the whip. Great kill from Lear. Now this is it. You have to step up now, Flay. That AWP eventually getting involved. Going for a peek. Risky Bob in mid. Falls to Kisarek. Although information being picked up that, hey, Zway's pushed all the way to the A-bomb site, and he's got a kill here on Kisarek, leaving Flay alone. This is it, a big moment.
He did what you wanted. He stepped up. Unfortunately, the rest of his teammates have gone down.
True. But this would be a massive step up. If he wins this 1v3.
Yeah, with 17 HP.
He's a legend.
Let's do it. Lock in, baby.
Here we go. 13-8 win for Nemiga on the opening map of this elimination best of 3. The Polish squad of Rebels decided to pick Vertigo, but it doesn't go their way, Jason.
No, not at all. But you could see kind of flashes in that first half of why they wanted to pick it. Just destroyed on the defensive side of things.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
but
not as good.
I don't necessarily think the call was very good, so he got let down.
I don't even, I think it was more, you got to give some credit over to Rebels on that one. The first 2 kills that came out, one was on a player in mid, one was on Xancer at the base of A ramp. They were both like 1-bullet headshots.
Yeah, okay.
And it's like, at some point, you're just like, you know what?
Never mind.
I can't really do anything about that.
Not much to maneuver around that.
We've all been one shot on the pistol round, and you're like, sweet.
Oh, here we go. Nemiga CT side, Rebels on the T side. Second map of play here in an elimination game at the Perfect World Major Shanghai RMR A here in Europe. And Kisarek, he's got that opening fight. He's got that opening kill. Card is out of that big swing on the camera, and it's risky. Bob getting involved this time. Ooh, so close to a 2nd kill, but it got eradicated in the air by Innocent.
I don't know why he decided to make that run. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know why he decided to swing out and move towards Temple. There goes the B defender as well. So this pistol round falling by the wayside. Xancer's dualies haven't even been involved. They get the kill at B. They leave towards A. So, and then they come back to B.
They're coming back. So this is the only chance Nemiga have to win this round. Xancer's going to be on the back of the platform.
All roads lead to Xancer.
Oh my god, okay, somehow, some way. They've got an opportunity in this pistol, but Xancer goes down to the back of the platform, and Leo only manages 1. So.
Yeah, but Rebels almost gave that up.
God.
They almost gave it right back.
It worried me.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know why that decision to go to the A bomb site to begin with sort of happened. You had to have like felt like you lured them towards middle, towards A, like you were showing that you wanted to split to the A bomb site, and then you get the kill and B bomb site on the lurk, and it's like, just commit, just go in.
Dude, imagine how tilting it would be if you run into both CTs and you lose the pistol.
I mean, it was a very large possibility that Xancer gets that first kill with the dualies, and then he's got some safety on platforms and plenty of ammunition left and a teammate there. So I mean, that could have gone south real quick.
But it didn't. And so Nemiga are down to an eco, and they're about to go for a pop out of B with a flash. It's worked out pretty well there for Flay to get a double even while blinded. Kisarek unblinded, takes himself a follow-up kill, and this round is dealt with swiftly. Swept under the rug, Rebels up 2-0, and we're looking at a buy coming right up for Nemiga.
Yeah, nice juicy buy. M4 is coming out. I don't know why I just described it as juicy, but that's what it is.
I don't know, it kind of did something for me, Jason.
You did it?
Yeah.
Good.
I got excited.
That's what I was going for.
About this buy round.
About this buy round. No AWP quite yet, so it could be juicier still.
Could be. Like a nice juicy steak. That's kind of where I'm at right now, Jason. I haven't eaten in like 12 hours.
I had Korean barbecue last night.
Good for you, Jason.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Flay takes the angle, and as the smoke plume goes for a spam, hoping someone from Nemiga is going to peek right into his bullets. Doesn't quite happen that way. 3 players start at the B bomb site for Nemiga's defense. 1 in middle, that's Lear. And 1 at the A bomb site. That will be Xancer taking up the anchor duties.
Good start here from Lear in mid. Innocent's following up, second in. And Lear off to a good start. He had a very quiet beginning to Vertigo. There's strong gun rounds here for Nemiga. Nice and juicy, just how you like it, Jason.
I think he had a pretty slow Vertigo altogether. And I'm not trying to say he had a bad Vertigo, just didn't have to do a whole lot. Xantor is going to add that final kill. Quick dink and cleanup against the Galil at that range. First round on the board for Nemiga. Some AK-47 salvage, which is going to be quite nice.
Money-wise for Rebels, it's not enough to get a good buy here. So you see maybe some Tech 9s, maybe a Deagle sprinkled in here and there. But all in all, tied scoreline teed up here for Nemiga. That is the Tech 9s. You know, the Tech 9s could be really potent, though, if you get some speed behind them. And they are going quite heavy towards B, so maybe they can burst through this choke point and get into the B bomb site. Khan is the defender with a deep smoke. They can't really push through this comfortably. It doesn't leak into the bomb site.
They can.
They're just coming through anyway. And it's a great flashbang over the top. Kisserek, good work, but Sway in from Dark. It's a triple from Sway. They take out the sting of the attack.
That's actually really well done from Nemiga to actually control that after losing the first player. That can sometimes get sketchy, but two players playing in Dark, you've got relative safety, obviously the advantage of weaponry. And they shut it down nice and quick. AWP is out in the hands of Khan. So where does he want to take it to open things up? Back-to-back rounds of three players beginning at the B bomb site. And it'll happen again as well.
So Khan going for a peek down into the canal. No one from Rebels offering up any free advantages. Smoke out and towards connector, and that AWP no longer has the sightline, but you can blast it open on a good timing. Oh yeah, that's great for Khan. He loves that, sets himself up perfectly, just grabs that opening kill, and now Rebels sitting in a 4v5.
Oh, damn. Beautiful shot from Innocent. Pays him back for the previous round. Not needed to take that peek. He's given away an equalizing kill for nothing. And middle becomes a part of the map that Nemiga's going to have to be concerned about as they have no eyes on it. Still two players at the B bomb site. And Xantor's going to push through the smoke behind this Molotov. He's being loud about it. Oh, and he still wins the fight somehow. Shadow shows, AWP shot missed. Xantor brought low and still manages one more. That's a hell of a job.
They're staying committed towards their only option, which is going in towards this A site. Khan, oh, missed shot as they cross in towards him. It would be ill-advised to go for a re-peek wide into the open, and he nearly loses his life. But he's drawn attention towards camera, and this is allowing Nemiga to slip an extra player through that A main smoke. And Sway is going quick on this, but hasn't seen them. They've got behind the wall.
He surely saw
one at least, sure, but not the second. But the Molotov's going to go up, and Kisserek peeks before that utility comes in. And now Kisserek might have put his team in a better position, but the defuse being stuck, that Molly holding him back, and it's just stuck all the way. Risky Bomb just holds it and gets away with daylight robbery.
They're so lucky to win that round, Nemiga. Unreal that they steal that away. Good shot from Khan as the smoke breaks open. There's the kill coming back. But this, Xantor, I said, let's see if Rebels can do it if Xantor's not going to have a beast mode game. The fact that he gets two here is unbelievable. Miscommunication, double Molotov, two players with utility. And Rebels both swing towards bricks. And cannot stop the defuse. Lost track of where the bomb was planted in their decision-making. That's a sick nade.
That was actually perfect, wasn't it?
Yeah, actually beautiful.
I mean, you always know there's going to be a T player there in almost every default in behind that box, so you don't have to necessarily see your opponent to do damage, so it's a cool move. Oh, not too far off. Maybe getting a couple of shots to land on Innocent as he crossed over, but Innocent just charges up mid, and Lear couldn't stop him. Innocent eventually does take damage to those boards.
Well, Rebels can start putting this together. This is, I mean, a lot of the early round has been double presence over in Dark for Nemiga. That's something that Rebels can latch onto. You've now had back-to-back rounds where Innocence had success picking off Lear and mid, so you're looking at that as somewhere you can exploit. They've gotten the pick, but they haven't really utilized the space quite yet.
You're a swipe. Great headshot. Risky Bob able to step up off the back of the platform despite that flash connecting with him early, but he burns. He burns away in his fallback and he can't get into safety. And that damage done from the CT side is not enough to leave them in a comfortable position. Xancer must clutch. And we talked about the amount of impact he was able to pick up on Vertigo. This would be the first feeling of Xancer on Anubis. He gets around the corner. Low HP on Casey. First up, it's an instant kill without taking damage. But Xancer knife out. Flay just stands in the middle of the bomb site, swings out, and drops him on the sniper.
He saw the shadow as well at the last second.
Yeah.
He tried to like turn away for a jump, and that was like his oh shit moment. Like I'm gonna die. I've done goofed. 3-3. Good job from Rebels trading their way in. Almost brought back, but I mentioned a couple of things you can latch onto. The double dark start. Probably reading that there's 3 starting at the B bomb site. The fact that Innocent has so much confidence to be that aggressive in middle, to go hunt down and find that 1v1 fight, it might be something where Lear wants to say, hey, you know, can we bring the op over one round, or can I get a second player to start this round? Put some fear in Innocent so he doesn't know how middle defense is going to be situated, so he doesn't have the confidence to make that kind of a play. You cannot let him feel like he has impunity to be aggressive in that fashion.
Flash towards Innocent. But he's still staying focused on his target, which is getting around these top mid boxes and finding himself in the fight beyond the doors. And he's got so much space, so this now sets up the A split. The defense design to deal with this is quite heavy. Nemiga have 3 players within the site, and even though they have weaker weapons, maybe the sheer numbers are going to be enough. Olymp. Oh, he's tucked behind the box, tip of the barrel, not spotted by Xancer. He's committed to that shot. Flight goes down. How has he got away with 2? How has he got away with both? That is taken away. Rebels' attacking play through A main.
Oh, I thought he was going to have one more. Khan's got the op, though. There we go. One more kill added in. Yeah, I'm just imagining a world where Flay just like leans back in his chair in that hotel room and just gives that side eye over to Olymp for letting him go down in that fashion. He's just like, come on, bro. And again, the answer for Nemiga is Xancer. Oh, he's really holding it in. He's really done well to not hit anything in that situation.
He did everything.
He was very close.
Mouse up in the air.
But like, look, you could see again, inexperienced players. Look at the kind of emotion and stress and energy they're playing with, especially when you're on a frustrating losing streak.
Still, it's pretty funny.
There was about 9 chances for him to punch that monitor in that sequence.
Yeah. Device could never.
He's done pretty well for himself recently.
New man. Well, Swag, double kill. Khan stepping up with the final 2, making it look nice and easy as the 5-3 scoreline rings out here. Nemiga developing a beautiful CT side at the moment. Bye comes back in for the Rebels, and the AWP out straight away. That's going to go into the hands of Flight. And everybody else could have AKs. Now, Olymp had a decent amount of impact, especially early on the T side, for the rounds that they were able to win on Vertigo. Yet to get on the board with a single kill yet, but hopefully that can change now as the guns return to his hands. We need to start winning some more T rounds here. You can't go into the second half of Anubis with only a few rounds picked up on the T side. Risky Bob goes a little jumpy, gets back around the corner. But that is enough of a tease that Flay wants to go and see what else there is.
Well, who's going to enter? Is it going to be Casey or is it going to be Flay trying to combat op his way in? Risky Bob just sliding back. Gotta be careful. It's Flay to take the peak. Molotov too deep, but it has segmented the op. The op is very exposed.
Yeah.
If they want to go for this and drop a flashbang in, but Nemiga's not. Ooh, Nemiga? That's weird. Here we go. Sway taken down. Risky Bob now. And he's going to be able to hold on to things and Flay. Oh, Olymp with a double kill. Perfect.
Yep, and Khan only has a 7 available. It's too. Sorry, man. I lost it.
No, I'm just going to apologize for that. Just my brain is gone.
Yeah. Well, save comes in. AWP attempted, not going to work out, and now 5-4 scoreline. Nemiga in the lead by just the 1 round. So Khan looking to keep this AWP going. He's going to get a consistent buy, and we've seen even with some of the weaker guns, it's going to be 5-7s. And an AWP, they were able to get some heavy work done early on. That's because you've got Xanter on the Deagle, who somehow got a double kill. So even with some of the weaknesses across the board, we know Nemiga's still a potent team in rounds like this, and they lack a little bit of utility, but everybody's got a rifle. So it's good enough to work with. Here they come, Casey in towards Dark. It's going to be Risky Bob with 1. A second picked up. Casey and Olymp picked up, and Sway shuts down what is the clean attack into the bomb site. Flay making sure that Lear falls, and a nice Nemiga scoreline of 6-4. You can see how convincing that is once Sway just gets the multi-kill. Rebels rush to their death.
Yeah, and I think Nemiga's still really starting to take advantage of this as well. Like Rebels, I think that frustration is mounting. Everything is really fast-paced. I think you're getting to that stage where there's a little bit of frustration, so you're kind of like, I feel like they're going so fast that they're not giving themselves a chance to play the game, right? Like you're going so fast and you're making so many calls out of spawns that there's not really a whole lot of ability for players to make decisions and actually try and problem solve the situation. It's just sort of chaos, and you're hoping you come out on top of it at the end of the day.
Some of these rounds, though, just end so quickly in favor of Nemiga. It's crazy. Rebels are starting to really struggle now as they start to realize that their time at the RMRs might be coming to a close. It's Tech9's on Innocent, Casey, Kisarike. Not exactly filling you full of confidence. Double up setup on the CT side. Khan and Sway wielding those, and Utah's going to go into mid. So Molotov down towards Xanser, who's out of ammo, so his teammate Lear steps up on the double, making a triple kill. And Lear is having fun now as they just walk right in towards him. A 4K collected in the blink of an eye.
But also look at the difference when you have 2 players there. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like Lear, call someone over just for like 1 round. It's all you need. Like, you know, and let that be a lesson to all you young Counter-Strike players out there perhaps in matchmaking. It's okay. You're going to have games where you're getting beat 1-on-1, 1-on-2, whatever it might be. Call a teammate over. Give yourself a break. Say, hey guys, they're putting a lot of pressure on me. At the moment I can't handle it. Can I get a second buddy here? Can we play the buddy system? Just for a round, just to give me some time to breathe. And now all of a sudden, if you're innocent, you ain't going for any aggressive play once you've seen that. Please don't do it in this round and make me look foolish.
What was it? Wait and see. We'll wait and see.
Please don't just bust it out.
Well, at least they have enough to get rifles across every player for this last round of the first half. But I think it's almost essential they win this 5th round on the T side. If they don't have 5 rounds to play with, I mean, it might just be too big of a mountain to climb. And the Nemiga, I just love how they just warp out the double up setup. It's not necessarily the most common thing to see on the CT side of Anubis. Swain's not seen anything. There's no one coming into his crosshair just yet. Oh, this is a round for Sway, isn't it? He's just
Thanks for that smoke break, bro.
just waiting.
I really appreciate that.
This really helped out a lot.
Maybe a little bit deeper next time, please.
Smoke out of the choke point at A, and Olim starts to move in. He gets spotted. Dude, it's so frustrating. That half.
I mean, Xanter's done such a good job, especially early on in this half, to just dissuade Rebels from ever coming to this bomb site. Now they've shut him down in mid. They've shut him down at B a couple of times, so now you just have to try to go back to Xanter. Finally, you take him down, but at what cost? Oh, nails Innocent.
Cam with a second. Waiting for them coming into his crosshair, but Flay, suddenly some life. Is there a clutch being offered up to Flay here? For a 5th round, it can make the difference, but he steps into the camera, and Risky Bob, in a snapshot, rips his head off his shoulders. So Nemiga ahead, a strong defense posted, and a lot of work to be done now for the side of Rebels.
And if you're Rebels and you were feeling pressure at any point during this elimination series at the RMR, now you're looking at this scoreline at halftime during this little 1-minute pause in the action, and that pressure is just going to get bigger. It's just going to grow, and we've already seen that pressure coming out in a very negative fashion.
Yeah, that's true. We've definitely seen that. Kind of a great amount of emotion. Felt like if this series was going to go the way of Rebels, it felt like Vertigo was a must-win for them. Map they decided to pick, and obviously a map that they looked well prepped on in terms of some of the rounds on the T side, but it has been a pretty woeful second map so far. This time it's Risky Bob up on top of the scoreboard, 11 kills, 12 rather. He's been very impressive. And behind him is Lear, who's obviously been fed in mid with a lot of those kills, but I'm sure he's happy to be up on higher up the scoreboard, not a common thing for him. And here we go, pistol round underway. Nemiga, T-side pistol, and Rebels, they're gonna get a good start. This is the one to win, and they're gonna charge at Olymp, who's had a really tough map so far, Jason.
And they're gonna charge at him, not just with 5 players, but with utility as well. Fire everywhere. Molotov misses its mark just a little bit, and ooh, that's rough. Nice spam from Flay, just has a good angle, but they're all gonna reconvene. Huge amount of bodies gonna be retaking over from Heaven. Nobody coming through camera. They're gonna be bottlenecked.
Dude, they have a kit as well, so at least they've got some time to work with as they get ever closer through the storage. Everybody coming through. Risky Bob, though, goes into the fight. Second kill for Risky Bob, but the CT stay focused on their one goal, and that's getting back into this bomb site, and Kisarek, even at range, makes those Jewel Berettas sing. A triple kill from him on that retake attempt, and Rebels will go up to 5.
Yeah, that's Nemiga, unfortunately, with some of those peaks, didn't quite see the volume of players coming in through Heaven. Would have been a beautiful setup if there's just 2 or 3 players coming in, but all 5, really hard to trade that one out in your favor. Also, that opening kill through smoke doesn't help anything at all. And then the dualies get the room to work and fire and rattle off ammunition. 5-8. Rebels seem to have calmed down and coming back into it. AWP picked up for Flay. But, you know, don't lose this round and give the op over to Nemiga really early on, because that would be unfortunate.
That would be incredibly unfortunate. Although they're going for the standard mid-take here in Nemiga. They got a boosted up player up on the left side, and Zwei being sent forward through the side of the smoke. Innocent just waiting at camera. Temple utility going down. Just deploy forward. Swipe into the attack. Khan able to follow up. So a lot of space taken here for Nemiga, and not a lot of rotation power here from Rebels. They're cut off by that utility in middle. So they have to think about just dropping down onto the beach again and coming through storage. So Nemiga tuck in, and they look like they're going to get a 9th round here. There's a lot to throw into this. You know, you have to consider the fact that you would have no money left. You would have no AWP. Do they want to go for this? It looks looks like they're committed to it. In that first fight going down, Casey trying to force away the Heaven player. If this main fight goes the other way, if Kisarek is unable to get this kill, you just better bail out, and they will. So they're dropping to the beach. They're going to try and save that AWP into the next. Should be enough mercy given on over to allow that. The only player that could cause problems is Risky Bob, and he is actually pretty close. So there's the first down. You've got to know the second player's there. And if this AWP disappears to the hands of Rebels, their chances of doing much in the next round shrink, and Risky Bob over the top, no mercy, and an AWP picked up.
Well, there it is. That's the disaster.
Yeah, you did kind of highlight that as a possibility, and it happened. So, worst case scenario, rock bottom.
It is the risk, but a lot of room coming through camera. And again, I mean, just really, really good trading. Heads up as well, watching for the flank, and then just ruthlessly hunting it down. Ooh, that's a good little piece of movement there. That little strafe jump at the end to get out of the bullet. That was happy frustration, I think.
Yeah, that was like a coping mechanism.
Yeah, that was like, I am going to cry, so instead I'll just do a little dance and make a little joke.
Gotta get rid of the energy somehow. I like it. That method's quite sweet. Although, not so sweet is Rebel situation. They are going to go for an investment. They're going to throw everything they've got into this. 11-5 is pretty likely, to be honest now. With loss bonus at $1,900, unlikely to win this round. You're going to have an eco in the follow-up. So, Nemiga getting towards the end of this series, and Rebels getting towards their end of their run here at the RMR. Kisarek. And Flay about to make a little excursion happen. Khan is waiting for a B pick. That shot. Did he hit that shot with the AWP through the bricks? Looked like he did damage.
Yeah, I think he did a little bit. Well, Rebels have to take a risk somewhere, and on timing they shift over towards middle. It's a pretty decent call. 2 players here if they can take advantage of this, but oh, Risky Bob. They feel silence across the map, so backing off, showing a little bit of pressure and presence in middle has lured the defense all over to this part of the map, opened everything else up. If they ever get any indication of the aggression or numbers in mid, which ain't gonna happen now, because Xanter down in canals. Oh, he hasn't seen any of it. When's the timing of when they go into the B bomb site? About to turn the corner. They need to start moving. Oh, there's going to be an opportunity. There's the first. And now you're going to spot everything. And this has caught them off guard, but Nemiga handled it pretty darn well so far. Scope should have given away the position. Same with the Shadow. Missed shot. Glock is out in the hands, but Flay delivers. However, it is Xanter left in this 1v2. Baited out the shot, looks behind, and is able to clear one.
Smoke up, going into the smoke. Xanter somehow got away with it, bro. That is so crazy. Xanter's just going to drop back into the bomb site. Now looking for this 1v1 up against Flay. And the tip of the barrel spotted around the corner.
He got it.
He actually, he just about got it in the last second. Xanter just jumping up and around this obelisk. He is so ready to fight. He just wants the duel. And he's getting information that Flay hasn't pushed forward yet. Xanter goes to the right angle, and just with the amount of fights that he wanted to take, he got his wish. And he needed to be careful what he wished for, because Flay just nails the shot.
It's a reasonably uncomfortable 1v1 because there's so much time left in the bomb, so Flay has the ability to be that patient. I think Xanter's obviously jumping up to make sure he can keep track of where he is, and he's trying to catch him on his movement through the choke point. But you gotta say, a perfectly timed push for Rebels. They take a risk and it pays off. Do great work on the flank, and Xanter a very nice attempt at recovering a 1v2. And this time the positivity is sincere.
Yeah, it is. Wow. It's great to see that. Second time out here for Nemiga. I mean, I was just saying before that round began that it was almost very likely to see 11 rounds, right? I mean, you see the force buy, you didn't expect it to do much, but all that investment does pay off in the end. And a little bit of life left in the Rebels yet. But just taking a timeout here in Nemiga. Their coach Box Gonna have some input. Maybe they can figure out how to close out this T side, but the buy is good again. On
Flay's got his ult back.
Yeah, Flay's got the ult, but the 2 MP9s, you can still see they still have to play with the SMGs here for Rebels just to get that extra utility.
Call out a spawn to head towards the B bomb site. 4 players lining up. Lurk smoke deployed as well. That'll make Rebels a little bit nervous about this. Here comes the set piece. They're going to come right on through. Sway leading the pathing.
Yeah.
Oh, and he doesn't clear platform. Ran into a smoke. They traded off at least for the first, but Flay and Casey doing a good job of stemming the tide of this attack, and now it all works out for Rebels. A clean victory.
Oh yeah, and they've just sent the money for Nemiga right back into the bin, right? This is no buy coming up for Nemiga. Rebels should be at 8 rounds in a moment, and they suddenly have fully got back into this game again.
Yeah, choose into the lead. Nemiga still have some to play with, obviously. Save 1 round, and you'll be able to buy in the next when you still have a 1-round lead. But they're going to have to try and get a grip on this T side. I mean, that round victory for Rebels is essentially like Nemiga cannot keep doing those little those little explosions into different portions of the map, because now Rebels can settle it down. Now they're going to have strong weapons. Now they're going to have all the utility that they need. Those little explosive tactics are great when an economy is still growing and not quite settled, but now that Rebels have done it, you're going to have to spread out and play a bit more default and standard.
Yeah, nice and clean here from Rebels again, dealing with that without issue. And not only does that allow them to a scoreline where they're only behind by 1, but it's just the amount of money that they've now built up on the CT side. They've got so much residual cash left over, so they can buy. Even if they lose this, they've got another buy. So it isn't going to be easy for Nemiga to get to the point where the big lead that they had actually means something. Tough times ahead for Nemiga. Suddenly Rebels wrestle their way back into Anubis. Like you said, we're not going to see any of those explosive plays for Nemiga, Jason, but that's 4. Okay, what?
That's so unreasonable.
Dude, what can you even do about that?
That's so unreasonable.
Poor Casey.
Although, I mean, you could also argue you really don't need to jiggle once you put a smoke down and there's a smoke in the choke point.
True. They may be like waiting because they blow the smoke. You know?
Yeah.
Some idea that, but yeah, you're not expecting the super low percentage chance of just being boom.
You've done it to yourself. There's a certain level of individual responsibility we have to account for.
Yes, indeed. Well, Lear straight through mid. Flay is gone at the double doors. And Xanter now moving in through a main. Now, Olymp has been so quiet, but what a huge round. A double kill from the back of the cake. Innocent doing what he can. And Kisserike with a 1v2. He's coming through the temple. That bomb is going down, and Lear turns back, but not in time. Kisserike able to get rid of him. Now Xanter in the 1v1. He lost one earlier, and he can't even fight in this one because Kisserike just blasts him out of the round. Huge recovery from Kisserike in the 1v2.
Op recovered, however, 4 kills in a bomb plant. Nemiga's not going to be happy they lost the round, but they realize as well they've set themselves up for a pretty... Well, you know what? The economy of Rebels is so strong, it really doesn't matter at all. I take all of it back. Rebels is fine.
Yeah, Rebels just have so much money because of that round that they won.
Here's what you've given up, though, is like that gift of an entry. You know, just given to you by the gods to have an opening. And actually, every part of that round was well put together. Huge step up for Olymp anchoring that A bomb site with a double kill. He now has 5 frags. Those 2 critically important.
Oh, double up setup here for Rebels.
All right, getting freaky with it.
Olymp. He's going to bring his over to A. Feeling like he can lock down this side of the map entirely by himself with that sniper.
T-side on Nemiga's own map pick has not been effective in any way.
It's kind of strange to watch them disappear this much. Innocent could be under a lot of pressure here though as the flashes come in, but he's got a double kill before going down. But Olymp committed to what's happening with a sniper, misses his shot and drops back into storage. This
and now the double up
side away.
And now the double up setup backfires. One thing Nemiga have to be cautious about is that flank. Just now, Xanter's going to drop back and take control of A main. Utility is out.
Retaking with this double up setup, as you mentioned, is going to be so difficult.
They don't know where they want to be positioned.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is so chaotic in the post plant.
This is taking so long. Finally, they've dropped back into some decent positioning. The Galil takes the long-range fight at main, but Kisserek comes out on top of it, and now this frees up all of the crosshairs to start moving forward into the bomb side again. Khan fighting in all fronts, and eventually overrun by Olymp.
So much movement and chaos in Nemiga after they get that bomb planted. None of them knew where they wanted to be situated. I was surprised to see Xanter go back to A main and then come back again closer to the bomb site to play Pillar. But his teammates, at the same time as he's dropping back to Pillar, have also given up their aggressive positions towards Heaven and towards that beach stairs. So then all of a sudden he really can't play Pillar because he has no cover from his teammates. That's just a loss of protocols of which spots you want to prioritize as a team in that bomb site to defend against a retake. And again, just another aspect of the game that sometimes isn't fully fleshed out at this level of teams. Most teams at the pro level will be like, these are like the 3 high priority positions that we really like to have and play off of in the retakes and the post plants. There it is again. A powerful one. The war cry.
They're back in the game. Yeah, I mean, at least that round, sure, the Nemiga let it go. They had a great opportunity to close it in the post plant, but that was a Galil and Tech9s. They were waiting for this buy to come back.
Problem is money, man. Like, even that round with a plant and 3 kills is pretty good in terms of chipping away economy. Ooh, nice shot from Khan. Oh, he read it early as well. Comes back for him. Huge opening, and you cannot let this go to waste.
Massive impact from Khan. And yeah, this cannot be allowed to turn back in favor of Red Bulls.
That's actually so sick. That's actually such a sick sequence from Khan.
Yeah. Now Red Bulls are just confused. What do? We've just got this massive hole in our defense in the middle of the map. We have to adjust everything. We have to take a risk. A gamble, a stack towards the B-bomb site. Could still work out for the Red Bulls.
It could.
That's the worrying part here for Nemiga. You get such a great opener off the back of Khan, but if you commit into this B-bomb site...
Look at how they've chilled it down, though. Like, a lot of this has been chaotic. A lot of this has been like these pops, these explosions, these kind of trade emphasis tactics. And now they're just like, all right, we got the 2 opening kills. Let's everybody relax. Nobody do a damn thing for 40 seconds. Let's see what the defense is going to do. And wisely, instead of pushing, they've just stacked. However, on the other side of the map, Lear has walked through camera to Heaven. So surely you have to consider,
get out of that.
Backing away, showing the execute at the B-bomb site to keep this stack frozen here. And all of a sudden you have Lear in a position who can backstab, and they're going to attempt to not only win the round, but take as many of these guns out of the hands of the defense as possible.
Yeah, I don't think the side of Rebels are going to be quite ready for how quick Lear is to get in behind them.
Kisserak's looking for it, just timing isn't there. Thankfully, Olymp has at least pushed into safety through B main, but he's going to get hunted as well. And as soon as he fires off this shot, you're going to see all those orange dots start to converge on his position. Good shot, Xanter. Legged in return, but they've tied things up.
Yeah, and doing damage, and maximum amount of damage was removing everybody. They've still got so much cash, but you want to force the biggest amount of rebuys possible over on the Rebels camp, so eventually you can get them on the brink of collapse. But
and I think that's going to be starting to be a sore spot for the Rebels defense moving forward. That economy, yeah, that's so beautiful. It's such a sick sequence. Because he saw that player move there before the smoke had truly plumed, so takes that educated guess.
He's going to go back to mid again. Why not? Dominated it last round. He's going back again to have a look. And this time, a little more passive for Rebels. Connector fight going down as Grenade leaps towards Risky Bob. Only takes 6 of his HP away. Khan going to the front of the attack. Now in middle. A split being set up as the bomb will gather through the rugs. There is sort of an idea for Rebels that this could be happening. You start to drift a little bit more towards the A side of the map now. And there's one of the fights going down in favor of Kisserek for that B flank. So he pushed all the way out B, got in behind Lear. Olymp stepping up off the fountain. Another kill for Olymp. A flood of kills. And they're going in favor of Rebels.
Oh, shout out to Olymp. He's had 2 huge rounds at this A bomb site on defense. Both of them double kills when he's been called upon. This one is so nice. And just a lost detail from Nemiga. Eyes taken off of that B bomb site push for far too long. And Kisserek is able to take advantage of it. Rebels starting to get proactive on an individual basis. Starting to get some of that confidence back into him after getting trounced on Vertigo. And all you can do is save now if you're Nemiga.
This T-side doesn't have enough power in it, it feels like, to get the job done.
It's interesting, right? As their pimp, as their pick.
Yeah.
Words are really hard today. As their pick.
We all wish Pimp was here somewhere or another.
I guess that's where I could have taken it.
We wanted Jacob here. But
as their map pick, seems like this game plan hasn't been fully fleshed out. Or, you know, also to be fair, I think Rebels doing a pretty darn good job in a way that we didn't see on Vertigo. Because remember, their defense got destroyed.
Yeah, that's true.
The B bomb site overexposed. There hasn't been like a part of the map or a bomb site that Nemiga has been able to look at and been like, we can have this whenever we want, the way they could at the B bomb site on Vertigo. And Xanter is pedestrian, which I mentioned before this map began, was what can Rebels do if you don't have a player popping off, getting 28 kills in a map?
Yeah,
getting you like
true.
5 entries in a row.
He's a one-map wonder. He had us in the first map. Oh, Nemiga called their timeout. Perhaps they have the solution. But you mentioned quite a number of times over on Vertigo the fact that when you're talking about teams at this level, momentum is kind of the live and die metric.
And it's firmly in the favor of Rebels right now.
Yep, absolutely. So
haven't strung 2 rounds together, Nemiga, in this second half.
Gotta somehow rip that out of their hands. Nemiga right into Dynamo with this. If they want to win in regulation, they gotta win the last 3 rounds here in a row.
The bummer is by losing the last round so emphatically, all that work they'd done to get 3-4 kills round out. Ooh, hold the phone. Here's that B push. Good trade from Flay as he swings out a little bit wide. Deep Molotov as well, and I think that's going to take away any motivation Nemiga has to rotate and be aggressive towards B main. So over towards Dark we go, but that's just smoked now as all 3 players kind of converge. And it almost feels like if you're Nemiga, you'll want to go through this.
They don't have any split potential because they lost their opponent, rather their teammate over there early, so they're bringing Lear back now towards B main, so he can be a part of that puzzle. But 34 seconds left. It does feel real strong here for Rebels. Flay forced away off the platform into the open, though. A tough shot to land, but Casey stepping up. Innocent on the back of the platform, and they haven't checked him. That smoke has protected him. That smoke has kept him alive. And now Innocent goes forward, denies safety for the bomb planter, and gets a second kill on B main because Lear just didn't get the calm fast enough. It is now Khan left alone in a 1v2 to close this on the AWP.
Need it.
And this is it, yeah. If he loses this, it's likely the map is over. Innocent jumps over his scope. Khan gets around the corner and so close to the no-scope opportunity, but Olymp again comes in with a crucial kill to close out in the 1v1. Rebels up to map point on Anubis, and we are looking at Ancient right around the corner.
Yeah, really nice reaction from Rebels in this round as well. Like, Flay getting this trade kill here is massively important, but when he sees them take Dark, calling his teammates over, and Innocent just playing it so well, biding his time in the smoke, and Nemiga never expected a 3rd player to be there at that initial defense. They expected it to be a little bit more spread out, 1 player coming from Temple, not already out in the smoke on platform. And a massive impact play to get a double kill just as the bomb goes down.
And you can see the sigh of relief for Innocent.
That his play doesn't go to waste.
Yeah, exactly. 2 rounds in a row to force overtime for Nemiga. Flash goes through, a great flash. Now you know there's a second player there because that boost was erected. Fortunately for Rebels, Olymp wasn't taken down, so the foundations of that boost is able to escape. A lot of time left, and so Nemiga decide they don't want anything to do with A's. It's recently been smoked out, and they have an idea that they might want to pressure in towards connectors. So Kisarek and Casey eyeing this up as a possibility, blocking that choke point at the perfect time. Kisarek taking damage, smoke blown open. Khan blasts away Kisarek.
Oh, looks like they want to give themselves a chance for overtime. Only 2 defenders here.
Third now rotated over. Olymp's arriving right now through CT spawn. It's just strong enough defense here from Rebels, but the smoke's not making it impossible for them to stop that ball from getting to the site. So Lear punches those digits through. Innocent's taking damage, but through the smoke, Olymp grabs one back, and on the platform again, Innocent catches Zancer, and they've just offered up a free kill and allowed Rebels back.
Way too desperate, that kind of a play through the smoke. Xantar just trying to force the issue, and now a 3v3 retake is not bad. One more added in from Zwei. A lot of pressure alleviated by that frag.
Yeah, I mean, the post plants are pretty good here from Nemiga, right? You've got Zwei outside of the B doors, Khan in dark. They're hard positions to force into the open if you're Rebels. So this round's going to go against them. It'll be down to the final round of regulation, whether or not Rebels can take the map here and now, or Nemiga drag it to overtime. And something you pointed out just 2 rounds ago, Jason, is the fact that Nemiga have been incapable of putting 2 rounds together in the second half.
Well, they've got him in a good position now because they haven't destroyed the economy, but they've taken the AWP away. There's going to be no AWP on the field. I was sitting there and I was like, you know what? On some level, Rebels might as well just go for this because they're going to buy in the last round. But now that I see it, it's like falling back and grabbing that AWP might have been a pretty big thing if you could have just booked it back to the A bomb site. Three MP9s for this final round of regulation. But you know what? Nemiga still haven't found like a great winning recipe.
They haven't, but they're going quick into the B bomb site. Perhaps this is it. Perhaps this is all they need. 1 extra round on the T side to force it into overtime. And with a double opener like that, the bomb going down, they need a hero play for Rebels to drag this one back. And Kisarek doing what he can with the MP9. Olymp caught as Khan's still on the T-stars. They're going to be frustrated about the fact that he's still hanging around that. And that is Rebels, unfortunately for them, unable to close out the map here in regulation, allowing Nemiga back into the game. They fight their way into overtime. They know who the last remaining player is. Innocent can't get involved in this. And somehow, someway, Nemiga will bring us to the bonus rounds.
Okay, so at the end, it seems like, you know, they didn't find anything that was like crazy working for them because they did attempt to the B-bomb set a lot through regulation. That didn't really work, but towards the end, they were able to get those splits being very, very effective. This one at a super aggressive timing. Really well done. Oh, shout out to the referee. Bringing him water. He's like a catch-all.
Yeah, the water boy.
He's like the player manager, the referee, all in one.
It's kind of sick. Give him a raise. That to be the smallest bottles of water ever, though.
Well, overtime with elimination on the line for Rebels.
Yeah.
And an overtime that probably feels unreasonable to them, considering how good that CT side was.
Like, guys, how did this happen?
Like, you're on that run on your CT side where Nemiga can do absolutely nothing, and you're living the dream, you're flying high.
It's always the way, though. You get to the one round you need to win, and you just can't break that last round. Money no longer a problem. That was something we constantly talked about that Nemiga had to deal with. Not
at the moment, but it could be. If Nemiga continue like to have success on this T side, I'll just keep reminding, I've said it a lot during the Americas RMR when we saw some overtime, the start money in the major is a little bit different. So your CT side can actually get depleted. If you lose those first 2 rounds, that third one is going to be a little rough. But Olymp has been a stud.
Oh, here we go. Zancer. That's some of the confidence plays we know he likes to make, but it doesn't work out for him. He's very fortunate to actually get away with his life after it didn't work.
Took a lot more damage than he really wanted to. That's going to have to negate him. Yeah, you see him passing out the AK-47 because he has to be the passive supportive player with 24 HP. So showing like they want to take control of A main. The idea to freeze 2 defenders committed to the A bomb site. And set things up if they want to go back into that B split that had success to get them into overtime. Rebels being kept honest. And still that defense at A not shifting despite the Molotovs being sent out.
Here comes Risky Bob. Through connector. Nope. Thought he was going to have to fight that pillar player, but the grenade actually just dealt with Kisarek quite quickly. Smokes are up. And a beautiful corridor of cover to try and plant that bomb down in the site. Now it's away, forcing Casey to be removed from the equation. Rebels are falling down to just 3 players, and it feels like Nemiga figured out the people on site.
Yeah, they've added in this little smoke that's blocking off that kind of platform peak from behind that safety. Once they've added that in, and they're like, you know what? We've been concerned with kind of taking control of platform. We've lost some of these rounds due to a player hiding in the smoke, you know, being impactful, hiding behind the pillar. Let's just negate the idea that we have to even be concerned about that. Let's just smoke it off. You know, if they want to, let them spam. If they win this game by spamming through that smoke and taking down 1 or 2, we can live with that. As long as we're not feeling like we have to go hunt down those frags and put ourselves into that danger. And now the valuable hunt at the end of the day. Everyone from Nemiga heading over, but Olymp and Flay handling business to stay alive. Those are deceptively critical kills.
Great work done. Hunkering down inside of the A bomb site. Flay hanging on to the sniper. But the problem right now for Rebels to figure out is how to hold on to the B bomb site, how to not give up these kills. They've got to find solutions late into the game, and so they're bringing 3 players over, including Flay's AWP. It's got to be a big part of that. Now we've seen Innocent like to play middle in this passive position ever since Khan got a double kill on the AWP. So it allows Innocent to get information, but keep his life as he plays in from Temple. He knows if he goes down, that A bomb site is under a lot of pressure, so he's actually going to rotate back towards Heaven through storage to try and help out with Olymp, but that does free up mid and Temple now completely to Nemiga, and they're taking it so quickly.
This is crazy. What a huge gap to be found. Oh, Casey, you're going to die.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so is Flay. This little wraparound is brutal. And on the push, okay, coming back into it. Olymp and Innocent coming from CT spawn. And now it's a little bit awkward. Where do you position yourself if you're Nemiga? Now it feels like you're a little bit sandwiched as they control B main and coming from CT spawn.
Yeah, well, they've had problems in post plants. You've seen that already on this very map. Khan. Oh no, it's an uncomfortable situation for him. He doesn't get a single kill. So it falls on a Risky Bob alongside Lear to try and close this one out. And Lear's on a big flank. Risky Bob has Yuto, but no kills. It's all on Lear. And they check for him. What a retake from Rebels. They come back storming up the beach. Olymp's given a chance. He hits a beautiful headshot and then closes it out. Defuse secured here.
Really, really bad post plants, and honestly, that Molotov should have been used way earlier on the bomb to force them to go hunt down a fight during like the 7-8 seconds it's burning.
Dude, they're already hunting like on the beach.
But I mean, look at how spread out it is in the post plant. Look at how there's no 2 players who can actually take the same fight together. One's deep in Temple and wrapped around the CT. One in dark and one up on the platform. There's no way for Nemiga to work together to stop that retake from happening. And we saw a lot of discomfort in the post plant on the A bomb site earlier in the regulation half as well.
Risky Bob. Off he goes through the mid doors. From Innocent, solid, a double collected. And Rebels have energy once again. Rejuvenated off a round win and a massive opener from Innocent. Hard to see Nemiga flipping this back in their favor now. Gonna try. Looking for camera. Proves impossible. shot from Olymp. I don't know what happened, but he was so quiet on this map, and then suddenly he's become one of the most impactful players on this CT side.
I know, he's really picked it up. I mean, it also, again, we go back to that word like momentum at this level. It works on an individual level as well. You have a couple nice rounds, and all of a sudden you get your confidence back, you get your feeling back. One of the aspects of the great players that we see at the top levels year after year is even when you have a bad game or a bad round or a couple of bad rounds, you're able to snap back into it and still have that impact. I think at this level, players really need to make sure that confidence is there.
Nope, a nice attempt for the no-scope, but Nemiga, at least they got one T round. They probably should have got more. They were in a really good position at post-plant in the B-bomb side of the second round of overtime, but at least they've got one because they were struggling on the T side. The better half was definitely the defense for Nemiga, but pushing this one to the brink are the Rebels. They want to force in Ancient. They want to get this third map and keep their run at the RMRs going. So the coaches will have their say. Sparrow very vocal in his 1-minute break here. Give his teammates a rallying cry as they head into overtime. Second half of overtime, number 1.
Nice! Bravo, kurwa, bravissimo!
14-13, we switch sides.
Double up.
Double off.
That's risky.
That is risky.
There's an echo in this room. There's an echo in this room.
I don't know why I did that. It is very risky. You are correct.
I was like, have I said something unreasonable?
No, you are actually correct. It's a big investment at a brittle economy in overtime. But you know what? Xanter's got to be happy because all of his work on this map has been done on the CT side. This time, not so much. Rebels is like, not again.
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay, Olymp.
Oh, Stellar's getting her groove back. That's sick.
Beautiful. I mean, that's 15 rounds, surely now.
Not if my boy Risky Bob has anything to say about it.
Well, let's see if he has anything to say about it. Olymp, finally dealt with by Lear. Yeah, now if Risky Bob does get a kill, then you're back to a 3v3. Somehow, some way.
He's got full utility as well. He's trying to hold on to it as long as humanly possible. Got to be really cautious about that clear. Casey waiting in canals, and he's going to push. He's not going to... Oh, he got the dink, but couldn't clean it up. That's frustrating, but the op slides in. Zwei.
Oh, has to hit that one.
Not known to be an opper.
Yeah. Clear, though. Getting one. 30 seconds left. 3v1 Zwei, they know where he is. So.
Really good patience from Rebels. Just really good pause. Even when you lose that first kill, not panicking, not trying to speed things up to make up for it. Just relaxing and realizing you're still in such an advantageous position. They're going to have 2 chances to close this map out and bring us to Ancient as a third and deciding map in this elimination series.
Oh, Nemiga were able to force it back into overtime in regulation by winning 2 rounds in a row right at the end, but it seemed like that was because they figured out the B-bomb side didn't do enough on the T side, and so far the CT side has not delivered the same goods that it did in regulation. So taking their overtime timeout now, last chance to use it. Otherwise, we will see Ancient in the next sort of 10 to 15 minutes. Box certainly appears more of like a groove style of coaching. Sort of give out instructions from the sitting position.
From the seated position. Yeah. Not much of a hand talker. He's just very comfortable and
here
casual.
Here's what I have to say.
Right.
Fix it. Maybe it
Fix
works.
it now.
Maybe
Fix
it
it
works.
right now.
Maybe it works.
Well, they can't afford the double op setup again. So just the single op on Khan. Trying to keep their opper with enough money to pick it up again in the third round of overtime if needed, if they can get there. They'll have to win 2 in a row, and Nemiga have had a really tough time on their own map pick. Getting it to overtime felt like a really desperate affair.
True, it seemed unlikely. It seemed like this game was dead in regulation. It was surprising to see Nemiga even force it to overtime. The Rebels withstand what was likely a very scary situation. Now on the brink of extending their run here at the RMRs by at least one more map. Good deep smoke from Risky Bob. Doesn't allow any of these T's from Rebel to actually play through the smoke and try and lurk into the connector. Look at Lear peeking on the window. Position where he's going to get quite a bit of info and quite a bit of power as he drops under the back of Casey. But it's all about the A play, and it's all on Khan. And this AWP steps up from the fountain. Another flood of kills, this time onto Olymp and Innocent. 20 seconds left. And not a whole lot to do because that ball's about to go down. Ooh, big shot from Flight. Kisserek suddenly back into the fight, but it's the time that is the problem here.
Yeah, and I mean, look, Risky Bob, just take your hand off the mouse and keyboard. Just please don't peek anything at all. That's the only way you could lose this round if you went for something aggressive. What a round from Khan with a double kill. Keeps Nemiga alive, keeps the AWP in his hands for the final round of OT.
All right, we're going to do it again. We're going to get overtime again, Jason. I can feel it.
Yeah, you're feeling double overtime.
Yeah, Nemiga, they're just a team that never gives up.
It's all that confidence you have in the 2-0 Nemiga call you made at the beginning of the series.
Exactly.
You've never wavered?
Never once wavered, apart from that one time.
Except for that one time. Early on Vertigo, ironically.
Yeah, but that was when Rebels won those 5 rounds out of the 7 they won total. But you had me. They had me for a little bit, but sometimes it doesn't really matter. It's if you come back to believing.
You're exactly correct.
All right, Khan. What a step up in the last round. So he's going to go back to the same position again. Oh, Risky Bob taking down Flay, who tried to be real aggressive about it. Didn't really work out for him. Lear doing the same move. Feels like we're watching almost an identical round. Case is going to die. Lear drops behind him.
I don't think they've done that kind of a drop, and especially paired it with the peek from Dark throughout the entirety of regulation, so that probably catches Rebels off guard. However, smart play from Innocent. He oh no.
Why?
Oh, that's not ideal.
Giving 3.
Yeah, giving way too much back for free. But the pressure in middle, I thought Innocent was going to keep pushing it because you had the drop. And when he notices the mid player drop, he's got to be saying, okay, mid's probably open. So really quickly, that's what Nemiga's defense is going to try and address. They want to clear out middle. Clear out anyone lurking double doors. But there's a timer on this. They have to be able to get back and get towards the A bomb site once that smoke clears in main, especially now that they hear the Molotov.
Oh, yeah. This is immediately going to call Nemiga players back into the A bomb site, but the bomb is actually leaving. It wants to go back over towards Risky Bob, and is that where you really want to go? Risky Bob can just smoke them out. It's about discipline now for Risky Bob.
I would have laughed if one of those bullets hit.
It's like a seesaw. We're going back.
If it was just like a random headshot.
Just stray into
Dude, there's no time. Xanter, you don't even have to peek towards A main. Oh, that's filthy.
Oh.
That's so filthy, and we've got double OT. Dinko, your gut instinct was correct. Congratulations. Double overtime, and once again, Nemiga stay in the fight.
But they didn't give you the script either, Jason?
No, I did not. I didn't check my email this morning, so there might have been some updates since last I saw.
Oh, great work from Nemiga, being able to battle back. 2 rounds in a row at regulation right at the end, 2 rounds in a row at the end of overtime. And Rebels, this has got to feel very, very stressful now. Your elimination is on the line here. Nemiga at least have the comfort blanket of the fact that they won the first map, but for Rebels, this could be it.
And that's the next question you have to ask. As we've used the kind of, I guess, buzzword so many times throughout the RMR, and you're going to hear it all throughout this week and next week, and probably the week after that when the major begins, but the pressure, and especially in the RMRs for these younger and inexperienced players and teams, the pressure of coming back on your map pick after getting destroyed on Vertigo, the pressure of attempting to win in regulation when you had the chances, and now the pressure of double overtime, as it is just such a difficult task to overcome. Nemiga, they keep coming back.
Innocent is 6-0 in opening duels.
Yeah.
That's something I didn't notice.
Remember, he had a lot of those duels up against Lear in middle in the first half of regulation on the T side. I think he won like 2 or 3 of those. But absolutely 6-0 in those duels is a lovely stat to have. I'm assuming we got a bathroom break going on.
Probably. I mean, I did see Sparrow talking to the referee, so maybe just asking for permission on that. That's not 100% confirmed, but pretty likely. We've seen a lot of bathroom breaks in overtimes in the Americas RMR. Henny scared us all because he didn't really arrive back in time.
No, he had an extended bathroom break.
Yeah, he did.
I was very concerned about that.
Yeah. Glad he was okay. He returned.
These are beautiful little camera shots.
Yeah. Look at this. Just
they're using
admiring
the same, they're using the same skin. They're coordinated, twinning.
Look at that little charm. Like that. Looks like... Oh, yeah. It's just like little...
Looks like...
little beans.
Looks like Umbridge from Harry Potter.
That's exactly what I was thinking, actually.
And a little FBI vest. She's gonna get you.
Well, I'm glad we can all take a moment for this to admire the charms.
Can we do the T side now? Can we see the Glocks? Do we have that? Do we have that capability? Am I throwing production under the bus?
All right. No, we can fly. We can fly. Here we go.
Oh, this is so cool.
The drone.
Oh, they have all their knives out. That's
knives are better than...
Come on.
Knives are better. Oh, default Glock. Get away from that disgusting thing.
I like it. I admire it. Whoever that is.
Yeah,
you're a
butterfly
champion.
knife fade.
That's not bad.
That is nice.
Looks a little worn, though.
It's not the super rare one. You know, it's got some yellow in there. It's not the ice and fire.
Right.
All right, anything else we got here? Nice balaclava. Looking great. Suits his face.
Ooh.
This is Slaughter.
Stripes.
You a skin man, Jason. Do you know the names of these?
Did it sound like I'm a skin man when I said stripes?
Stripes. Ooh, red stripes.
Yeah.
This one, what do we call this one?
This one's a karambit.
This is a lore. And it's scratched.
Oh, that is cool, though. I like that design.
Yeah, that's the lore.
Wow.
Well, we have no information. It's either a very long... We should make a new rules. Only number ones only at this point of the game. And that's nice. That's probably one of the better knives we've seen so far on the server.
Yeah, that's a good-looking one. Purple? I enjoy the purple.
Purple. That is exactly what they call it, Jason.
All right, where can we get production of flies to next, Dinko? They are part of the map.
The pyramids.
Production really hates me right now.
The pyramids. Let's go to the pyramids.
The pyramids?
Yep.
They're a pyramid?
Dun, 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 dun. Look at that.
Whoa. That's sweet. Oh, look at the little sailboats.
Dude, I didn't realize it looked like this all the way over there. Look at all those boats.
A schooner is a sailboat.
Look at all those boats. The water looks lovely, Jason.
It does. A nice relaxing dip in the afternoon.
The River Nile.
That's a cool pyramid.
That's pretty, you know, as far as Counter-Strike goes,
That's pretty good.
the graphics are nice, you know?
Yeah.
Usually you don't have to care that much about the outside map graphics, but
You know, I'm going to be honest with you, Dinko. I didn't even know there were pyramids on this map.
yeah, I kind of notice things like that, Jason. You know, when I'm sitting in spawn, just looking around, when I should be listening to the call, I'm just off daydreaming about the pyramids.
All right, where are we going next? I'll give it dealer's choice.
Well, I would really like to go into the next overtime, to be honest, but we're not allowed that.
It's possible. I heard a type just now, so maybe we're getting into things.
We could read some signs, you know? Take the time to read the signs. How's your hieroglyphic reading?
Not what it used to be. I'm a little bit rusty.
Understandable. But
There we
anyway,
go, we're back.
let's go before we went too deep into that rabbit hole.
Yeah, good point. I don't need to go to my next comment. All right, 15-15. Double overtime. No double op to open this up. Last round of overtime, Nemiga did open up with the double op, and it didn't pan out. They were able to recover, but this time with a single AWP in the hands of Khan, it's going to be positioned in middle. Head-to-head duel against Flay, perhaps, as he slides over middle. Wants to force, if anyone's going to peek, wants to force them to do a very deep swing. But Khan wisely holds off. And potentially a round where Lear was like, remember, they were trying to abuse me a little bit in regulation. Oh, Xantra's taking a lot of damage for no good reason. Willing to stand in the flames to try and grab an angle around the smoke. He's brought down to 37 HP. Lear as well burns to 66.
Not exactly the high-octane start to overtime we had in overtime 1, but it's patience that'll pay off for the Rebels as Lear walks right into middle and once again offers up his life in that position.
Yeah, and again, it's just unnecessary. And also part of this has been a lot. Some of these T rounds have been a little bit faster paced, but look at what this does. This is a gamble as well from Nemiga to stay at the B bomb site in middle. Nobody's home at A. This is a free round for Rebels. If they just continue walking forward. Oh, I hate that opening.
I bet Nemiga hit it too.
That's just, there's over a minute on the clock, like, and it's quiet. It's not like you have an indication there's an execute coming in, and Xantar took all that damage from the Molotov, so he doesn't even have the HP to pull off a miracle. And I don't know, this is kind of silly sounding, but there's a world where you might just think it's more efficient to save. They're going to give it a try. Khan finds the smoke kill.
Save is not in their vocabulary. They go right into the attack. Khan comes in with one, and suddenly they flip the numbers back to a doable situation, but Innocent slipped behind the smoke. He can still win this. They haven't checked him. They haven't seen him, and that defuse always planted on the other side of the cake. Innocent trying to get there in time, but he just can't do it, and they pull off the unlikely retake scenario.
Come on. Yeah, go for the retake, I guess. It's worth it. Khan was staying far back with the op to make sure that he was going to be able to save that if it went south. But the idea you win a 4 versus 5 retake when nobody's even in any kind of position. Damn, Rebels, that's heartbreaking. And to have that be the first round of double overtime can just completely destroy you emotionally and mentally.
Yeah, it's like, how many of those rounds can you really survive?
Not even a kill until it was like a 1 versus 3. Just brutal.
Well, they're ready to go in towards the B bomb site this time, Rebels. Let's see if the opposite site has more of an effect. Kisserek with the initial kill, Risky Bob doing his best, but Khan, ooh, it's tough. He's going to actually find a perfect timing because Kisserek had utility in his hands, but Flay off jail locks up Khan, and we have got a 3v3, but the flank from Lear. And play through middle that might work out for him this time because Innocent's just about to walk into his rifle. Oh, Innocent, great reactions. Oh, they swing good. Oh.
The amount of utility pulled out at the worst moments in this round is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Risky Bob, you're done. You got no HP for this. Innocent's gonna find you.
Xantar still giving it a good go. Smoke onto the defuse. Flash over the top of main. And I guess the only way he can win this is somehow taking out Flay at B main and then trying to grab Innocent, but he's going to have to stick it with the time ticking on. Xantar's on the defuse, not like this, surely. Innocent this time will stop it, but these rounds are way too close for comfort for Rebels. Dude, that would have broken their mental.
That round stressed me out in like 5 different ways. Look at what Kisserek does. This is the first time I almost had a heart attack. Back of the bomb. Oh, they don't show it. He went to the back of the bomb site with the bomb, realized someone's coming into Temple, and as the only player with the bomb, again, to reiterate, on the other side of default, pulls out a smoke and just gets picked off by the op. That could have been so south.
That's how he killed him.
That's how he killed him. Fair play to Innocent.
Oh, okay, straight through mid. Rebels have some speed on this T side now.
3 defenders here, though. 3 defenders. One of them has to stick back and watch a main. Khan missing shots. This pacing has thrown them off, but now he's picking it up. And now the USP has to come out. No ammunition in the AWP. It's gone horribly wrong. 3v3 taken over, but a 2-man flake in main.
It's absolute chaos. It is absolutely chaotic on the server right now, but Olymp has clocked the fact that they're coming through main. But perhaps there's a moment now where Rebels can breathe as that bomb finally gets planted. It's a strong post-plant setup. You've got a player in heaven, one down in the site, and Olymp out towards the bricks. It's going to be so tough for Nemiga to force their way through to a round victory here, despite coming close, but risky bomb, great piece of utility. Olymp, though, taking his teammate off of the fountain, and they know exactly where that remaining player is coming in from. And so risky bomb should have absolutely no chance, and Rebels eventually get a clean round win towards the end. They don't have to get a player off the defuse or have it stolen away.
Really nice job. I mentioned that loss of the first round of double overtime might have just tilted them off the face of the earth, losing a 5-on-4 post plan at that bomb site, but they just recover so nicely. Benefited. You could start to see the mistakes, the decision making, the scrappiness coming in as the players deal with all the situations presented to them. A lot of overextensions, a lot of players trying to do too much in different scenarios. And Rebels able to call a fast tactic, and the pacing of which completely catches the defense off. Khan with the AWP could never get that settled down because he just did not expect the pressure to come from camera that fast. That's just a full-blown mid-rush. And maybe frustrating for Nemiga because there's been a couple times where Lear has tried to read that sort of a play, bring a second player, bring Khan, bring Xanter over to have 2 rifles there. And they don't do it in this round, and it's the round they get punished.
Nice.
And we still potentially have a third map to play after all this energy is expended here on Anubis. Yeah. 17, 16, 19 being the round to win.
Dude, you can tell how deep we are into this game just by how chaotic these rounds are. How many missed shots, how many fast plays. It's exciting for sure. Rebels looking to try and grab map point again. They have been unable to close it at every opportunity they've had. Play to grab the opening fight against Xanter, who just offers up his life in A main. Maybe a little bit too aggressive, but a player needs to make a play. Risky Bob now through mid. Olymp has been sharp when he's on the defense, and he gets into the temple.
This T side, remember, was not great in any way, and really the success they found was splitting the B bomb site through canals. Heavy to try and get into camera now. 4 players coming in. Flay and A main with the AWP. Spam coming in. A little bit of damage onto Bob. They have gotten through, but they still have to deal with the AWP. And if they don't, A main will always be an issue.
Flay's just waiting. Molotov onto his position and just unscopes and gets away because he would have tanked too much damage, but it does allow them into the bomb site.
They need to get settled in this post plant, though. It's been a weakness for Nemiga throughout this entire game.
How is Flay dodge the flames? There's no way he's going to expect him to be in the corner because of that Molotov. And so Flay catches risky pop, going aggressive. The AWPer needs to be punished, but they give him a chance. Finally, they get rid of him. Great shot from Khan in heaven, and it falls down to a 2v2. Sway heads into the open, and Lear to close in the final kill on Casey. 17-17. This game is all tied up again.
Yeah, that's nicely done. This time, Nemiga don't get caught in a chaotic situation, shifting positions, but it did take quite some time to deal with that AWPer and A main. It looked like Flay was going to be able to be the winning piece of the puzzle for the Rebels defense. Good first shot on Xanter, and they believed that Molotov spread, but they were sold a dream.
Yeah. It's almost crazy. It's so crazy that he actually managed to survive in that corner. Nemiga looking to snatch map point for the first time here on Anubis. Flay, he's got the opening fight. Flay is committed to chill. They know that he's there. Grenade slowing them down, but there is no slowing down the Nemiga attack. back as they just come flying through. Xanter, a classic X-Factor play from him. Innocent Olymp left in a 2v4, and Nemiga about to grab map point. And for Rebels, that means elimination point here at the RMRs.
And keep an eye on the money that Rebels have. They cannot go for this retake. They salvaged the AWP. That's Khan who got killed earlier, so they'll at least have that to be able to drop over. Money is such a problem. We've been waiting really since the first half of regulation for Xanter to have a significant impact on this game. He just delivered it in this round. They knew they had Flay trapped in jail behind the smoke. An absolutely wonderful double kill at a critical junction. And now hunting. Innocent doesn't actually put a stop to this. Okay, gonna go up towards Rugs. Risky Bob goes for the swing. Good job holding on to the M4 for Innocent.
Now Rebels must do what Nemiga have been capable of every single time, which is forcing an overtime.
Nemiga, this is their first chance to win the map.
Yes, it is.
And win the series.
Stay alive here at the RMRs and knock Rebels out. It feels like such a long time ago we were on Vertigo. But Nemiga, one map up.
35 rounds ago, really.
Another quicker play towards the B-bomb site. Khan, he's gonna get a repeat. Flay goes right into him. Casey goes right into Risky Bob. And that might just be the end of the polls here at the RMRs.
They've lost their composure.
Though, they've come back as Xanter kills his own teammate. Kisserek stepping up into the dark fight. And I don't know how, but Rebels are ahead.
What?
Rebels have the player advantage out of that opening engagement.
This is the chaos. This is the craziness that ensues when the pace is this fast. Look at the flank. Lear, he reads it. Oh, when this smoke clears, Kisserek has no safety. Tech 9 in hand. Needs to hit that kill. Needs to hit the shot. Khan, a repeat. Oh, and he's keeping him frozen there. Lear, a little bit scared to make the play.
Goes into the open. Lear with a kill, but it's down to a 1v1. Up against Kisserek, looking to keep his team here in the RMR to force another overtime. All he needs is one bullet. Kisserek is low, 3 HP, but somehow he is protected by something.
By God himself.
That is so crazy. Kisserek now smoked off, forcing Lear into a different play.
And that's the tension of the situation. If this is regulation, I guarantee Lear is aggressively swinging into that, but you don't know his HP. Even pathing, where's he going to go? Kisserek rotating over towards A. They're going to clash. They're going to meet at this A bomb site. Perfect timing for both players. Lear needs to have gun out. Kisserek coming in slow.
One bullet, the difference, but it doesn't matter if you get a free shot off. If you get a free shot off, he's right behind him. Kisserek to force another overtime. Lear goes into the open.
No way.
Kisserek somehow evades shots at every moment, and Rebels are not dead yet.
That's unreal. What a gift from whatever is watching over Rebels at this moment. The ghost of Pasha.
This is crazy. The fact that he somehow survives all those bullets on the Tech 9, then the AK.
That is going to be the most frustrating thing to watch back.
3 HP.
Especially if Nemiga, I mean, lose this map, whatever, but imagine a world where they get eliminated in the third map and they have to watch that clutch over and over. I cannot believe it.
It is just so crazy. And there was a team kill in that round as well.
But it's the nerves, man. It's the nerves of the situation. Any other round in this game, if that's in regulation, they commit to that fight. They double swing. They can be so patient and just say 1, 2, 3, peek. That's all you have to do. But in the chaos, in the nerves, in the pressure, that communication never comes out. Like, look at Lear. Look at those fights he takes. He just hard swings into the temple fight, but doesn't want to hard swing into the next one? What are we doing?
You can see Khan's in the connector. He's like fumbling through nades. Doesn't know, should I use the op? Should I use the Tech 9? There's a team kill in the early portion of the round. The Nemiga could have had a 5v3 to close that out, but they just couldn't do it. Rebels into overtime again. And this T-side for Nemiga has not been good. They have just had to win with whatever they can come up with. whatever they can concoct, and a lot of them, early success that they had in first overtime with B splits.
Dude, I think that was also like a 3v5 recovery from Rebels in that round.
It was. It
helped
involved
by
in
a team kill.
Yeah, it was a 3v5 situation. I mean, it should have been a clean 3v5.
And those are the mistakes that come out when you're going that fast and that chaotically, where like kind of details and protocols get thrown to the wind.
Good shot from Flay off the fountain.
That solo play on the T side towards A main for Xanter really hasn't been effective.
No,
I really wish he would go away from it, and Nemiga would, someone on Nemiga would just say, stop doing that. It's not working out. Got to be a call from Lear 2 over in camera. And you also saw Flay there as well, so they're not really in position to pounce that heavily on B, but there's a real weakness on that side of the map. Zwei in a fight loses it in a situation where Khan and Lear aren't even ready to do anything to help out. But utility being thrown towards camera and Temple makes him think that middle is lost, like A is going to be the point of attack, so they've shifted off of the B bomb site. So you have an opportunity to get a plant in. And in the craziness that we've seen in this game so far, let's not feel like a 2v4 is completely out of reach.
Bomb has been planted.
They're all coming through the temple here, Rebels, with the majority of them coming through, but...
Make a decision, baby.
Pick a position. Khan playing on the pillar. Lear goes into the open, dies to Olymp, and it's all on Khan, and they know where he is, so he's got to deal with fights on all fronts. And it just won't happen for the Alper. He's down. Nemiga get the bomb plant, but they don't get much more, and that ends up being a Rebels round win in the first round of this overtime. Oh my goodness.
Dude, if I'm one of these coaches, especially the Nemiga coach, I'm calling a timeout, like right now. And I'm saying everyone just take a moment to breathe.
Yeah.
If they still have a timeout, I should say.
We get one for overtime, but I don't know if you get
but I don't know if I don't think you get one. I think it's every 2 overtimes, I believe.
Yeah, so maybe we gotta wait till overtime 4 to have that. So, whew, right now it definitely feels like they all could use one. Everyone could use a breather. But I think more so Nemiga, because I mean, you were right on the brink of winning the series. They're all rattled now. It's another free kill given on over. Flay's got opening kills in back-to-back rounds. Had one out towards A main off of Xanter's over-aggressive maneuver. This time, he takes matters into his own hands. He gets aggressive through mid and gets that first pick. 5v4 to play with for Rebels. But even in some of these disadvantageous situations, Nemiga have been able to find their way through the bomb plants.
I just can't believe a 2-on-1 against a 3 HP player.
It seemed like they had the info. He was low too, because the pistol from Dark was fighting him. Yeah.
And then he switched over to the op.
Yeah. Regardless, that's gone now. That chance is gone to the wind. They've got to fight real hard to get back into a position where they're at map point.
It's just when you think about the situation, that's one of the most mental clutches. Like, nothing crazy in terms of the gameplay, but just the situation, the context of it is just incredible.
Well, CT's now gathered outside of A. A lot of presence here from the defense. Nemiga, they needed that fight in mid to go their way. Now they're falling to 3. And getting into the safe bomb site is not going to happen. Xanter will do what he can, and he can do a lot, but needs a lot more, and a 3rd kill. Until taken down by Olymp off the bricks.
No, but it's really strange seeing this Nemiga T-side kind of drift away from them as this game has gone on, and we've got deeper into these overtimes, and opportunities that they found themselves in have been lost by the wayside, because it's almost like you have, you know, like a normal setup of like a 3-man pack, a 3-man group, and you have like kind of the 2 extremity players, but it feels like the solo extremity players are the ones being the ones to initiate contact, initiate the round. Xanter in the A main trying to challenge, just kind of dry with the lurk smoke against an op. Now you kind of have the player in mid in terms of camera trying to be the one to initiate contact over in mid to activate the 3 players, and it's almost like sort of backwards. You get that main body of the attack to do some things, and those solo individual players cut off rotations, grab a cheeky kill on a lurk, take a quick peek, survive and gather information. But they're the ones actually trying to instigate.
Yeah, just making the main pack feel sort of surrounded.
Well, it's making it, yeah, it's surrounded and just kind of desperate because you're at, you know, 3 versus 5, 3 versus 4 disadvantage.
2-round lead now for Rebels as they search for map point again. They've had a number of chances. You would imagine at this point it would be the one that would force map 3 of this series. Into the open, Khan will go. It is Casey to hit the deck. So for the first time in overtime 3, it is Nemiga to grab themselves an opening kill. And for it to go untraded. Look at this, smoke fades away, 2 players revealed on the other side of it. Flay makes sure he gets some impact. He's going aggressive on this play. He's got another one right below him, and Sway has the double up for Nemiga. Now Innocent's come over, and he has been a hero at times in this exact position on the B bomb side. When all looks lost, Innocent has saved him. And he gets into the smoke, he hears that plank going down, but he doesn't want to go just yet. It would be death to walk through this smoke. He's just going to let it fade away and hope the element of surprise of him being this close is the play that allows them back into this. As Olymp waits patiently, Innocent has slipped around the back. Khan goes down. That frees up Olymp to move forward, and it has to be Olymp, but he's taking damage now. 10 HP, stuck inside a connector, and Nemiga won't let this one go. Surely they won't let this one go.
Just do it.
Santer, oh my god!
No
way! Olymp's got utility for this as well! Sway has an AWP. Olymp's trying to find the bomb, taps that defuse into the open, time's the limiting factor, but Olymp gets on the defuse, but is there time? Oh my god, Olymp, what a clutch! Nemiga let it go!
Get him out.
There is no way!
A 1v2 with 3 HP, and now a 1v3 with 10 HP. But I want to say this really quick about that, because that is spectacular from Olymp, but I don't want to take that away from him. Innocent is the god. Innocent hiding in that smoke was a missile to activate Olymp, to try and activate a way for his teammate to get involved in the fight. Waits in that smoke, and he is just targeted towards Dark to open up that avenue for Olymp. But these clutches make no sense.
I'm glad you agree.
How can nobody from Nemiga hit anyone in like these 2v1s, 3v1s?
There's no recovery from this now. Like, you have to win every single round.
Like, this is a 4-on-2. And again, another post plant on Anubis where Nemiga just looked lost. How's nobody watching?
Zanter loves fighting, bro. Like, he just, look at it. Just fight. And to be fair, Olymp does very well here on his own to maneuver himself into a winnable clutch. But yeah, don't break your headset. Don't break your headset, bud.
He's like, I want to give you a kiss, but I cannot make it over that far.
Can't make it. Cable not long enough. This is it now. Surely, Rebels, look how many chances they have to close out this map, Jason. There's no way in which Nemiga have a flawless CT half.
Well, let's find out. Look, crazier things have happened.
I just can't believe it.
I can think of 2 in this game alone.
True. Well, based on watching Nemiga so far, there just isn't enough to make you think they're going to be consistently clean enough to take 3-round wins in a row. But then again, Rebels have never been able to close the map, so I'm just along for the ride.
I'm ready to change rides. I'm ready to change to Ancients. I've seen enough.
Get me off. We just strapped in, endlessly going on loop-to-loops. Gotta say though, this was a good roller coaster. Mid push from Lear. Dink is in. Trade is there. Well, not even really. They're not essential. There's no trade. It's just damage. And Flay.
Rebels T-sides have looked so much better when they've gotten man advantages. The way they're slowing it down. I say that. You mentioned Zanter loves a fight. Almost could have cleaned those up. So does Zwei. Zwei loves a fight as well. He wants them to gain no ground, give them no inch. 21-19. I say that, but it is low HP on a Rebels player, and there are 3 Nemiga players, so there's a great potential this round is actually won by somehow. And I know there's only 20 seconds, but it doesn't matter.
It's okay, Jason.
He's going to find a way.
It's okay. He's not
like Jurassic Park. He's going to find a way.
He's not winning this one. He's not. We can relax. No. The turn away was a little unfortunate, but time is on their side.
Thank God.
Yeah.
At least the clock can win rounds.
Yeah.
Can win clutches.
I love how willing Nemiga are to swing. They swing in every fight. Apart from the one they needed to swing.
Yeah, I know. They take every single fight in the game except for a 2-on-1.
So we didn't have Amcal and Nip here, but we do have Rebels versus
look,
Nemiga.
look,
And this
no,
game is way better.
Don't do that. I was going to
And
say,
this
don't
game
do
is
that to
way
him.
better.
Don't do that to him. This one's exciting.
No, but I'm just drawing it back to what we've seen today.
Yeah.
The top comment on the HLTV forum or the HLTV match page was, NIP versus Amco would be great right about now, Jason. That's how we started today. But this is delivering more than that ever could. Here's all the swings. Sway's like, all right, well, it didn't work out for my teammates who stood in this position, but surely they can't expect another CT to appear in the blink of an eye. So it worked out real well for Sway. He cleaned up. But still got a couple more of those to go, and then you've got another overtime. That would be overtime number 4. Ooh, Xanter.
time,
He's
yeah.
happy about that, but yeah, well, how many times has Xanter given up a pick to Flay?
True. And we saw him take that same kind of play with that smoke and molly combo plenty throughout this game so far. He's even tanked tons of damage from the Molotov to make that exact peak, and Rebels just so ready for it. The variety of plays that he's been trying to make in that position is pretty limited. But Nemiga has the read. They know exactly what's coming.
The defense is put in place, but will it be strong enough to hold? With that flash, he gets the AWP off the cake, but it's a big peek. A follow-up kill from Khan on the other side, and they have broken Rebels' attack, but they are going back to the B-bomb site, and Sway's already left. Sway has already left, but he's getting back in time. Now he realizes it's a play to the B-bomb site, but they've already taken control. They've already got into the site.
Wait for your team.
The angle, and he goes alone. He gives the chance away, and now Risky Bob, what does he decide to do? He's got a long wraparound if he commits to this. He's got to go around B main, which means they have to wait to the final few seconds to pull off this retake. Fortunately, they've got utility.
Unfortunately, it looks like Kisarek has chosen to stick around inside the bomb site, so they haven't really widened this defense in the post plant.
Well, let's see. Can Rebels close this map? Can they finally put an end to this match? But it does not look like it. Nemiga keep fighting forward. 20 rounds secured. And that was a 5v4 in favor of Rebels that Nemiga flipped back their way. One round away from overtime 4. And a flawless CT side, which I said was not possible, Jason.
There's been a couple things that aren't possible in this game that have come to fruition. 4 versus 5, and Khan's AWP is the dictating factor of that defense.
It's okay.
All you really can say on that moment is, it's okay. We'll get him next time. One more chance for Rebels.
Because if one thing's guaranteed in this game is there will always be a next time, Jason. Another overtime. It's just right around the corner.
What was it? 2 chances in regulation?
2 chances in overtime number 1. Then they were behind. Rebels were behind in overtime.
Yeah, they had 1 chance
2.
to force triple overtime. Now they've had 3 chances. So 5 to 6 total chances for Rebels to actually close out this map, and all of them have been lost. On one level, it's like credit to Nemiga to keep fighting back in these situations and standing tall. But both teams having a lot of issues closing out the opportunities that they're giving themselves.
Well, Xanter just fights. And he gets a jewel that goes his way this time. Instead of giving up the opener, he gets the opener. A difference for Nemiga. And now here come Rebels at the 48 second mark. They're about to walk into Xanter, who has a smoke in his hands. And this time he doesn't die to the AWP of Flay, but it's still coming at him. And it's a big swing from Xanter. It's a kill and it's damage. Finished off by Khan. And here comes the rotate. Oh, here comes Khan. Big shot out of heaven. Another piece of impact from the Kazakhstani AWPer. And this one is about to come to a close again. It is another overtime. A flawless defense from Nemiga. And we go into overtime number 4.
Crazy. None of them can just find the killing blow, but Khan in this version of overtime was a beast. Nemiga's got to be giving him so many props at the moment. Hype your boy up because you got more Counter-Strike to play. He saved your ass.
Find out what he's going to be like in overtime number 4.
Yeah,
as it comes
stay
up
tuned.
in just a moment. Oh, Rebels. Oh, Rebels. How many chances do they need?
How many do Nemiga need?
Well, that's true. But they've had like they've only
had one to close it out.
They've had one to close it.
But they had the easiest chance of all of them.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They just needed to kill one guy with 3 HP.
They had the most opportune.
Well, you can see that living and dying by the sword is certainly the mantra for Xanter. And this is a round where his fighting works. The referee just chuckling along, not believing how long this game is going on for. Well, Rebels, let's see if they can win a T round in this overtime. They get to start there. Oh, this is interesting. A dive out the window, some aggression into the canal. Fantastic flashes, and a great double kill from Zwei.
That's a really cool play that they didn't bust out at all in regulation or any of the OTs. They've had, like, I think 1 round really of that kind of canals pressure, but not quite to that extent.
Here's the fight. Xanter's always looking to get one.
Don't move, Bob. Fall back, if anything.
Don't be risky, Bob.
Yeah, be conservative, Bob.
Everyone's doing it these days.
Safety, Bob.
Bob the safety. All right, Bob, it's all on you. Don't be defined by the titles. Don't be defined by the names. Be the Bob you want to be. And it's a big kill outside of B main. Kisserek goes down. Bob is delivering on all fronts. It's Flay left alone. And he is God Bob. Flay's in the middle of the site. He's actually managed to get around the obelisk. And does he win this, Jason? Does he pull this off? Bob got away.
No, oh, he might.
Oh
I don't know if this is going to clear. Oh, he's flicked down. Good luck, Bob. Oh, USP. He never reloaded the M4.
Dude,
he never reloaded the M4.
Bob's on 3 HP.
I'm
My God,
out.
he's in the open with utility.
Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. Dinko, take it.
I got it. Flay plants the bomb, looking to secure the 1v2 against Bob on 3 HP.
No.
The grenade comes
Jesus.
in. Bob's dead. It's just so crazy. How is Flay allowed to win it? How many rounds can Nemiga let slip in this fashion? It's getting ridiculous.
There's just how is there no cohesion? Are they communicating in these 3v1s? Like, just relax. You have him boxed in. He's got to plant the bomb. It's like everyone thinks I'm going to be the one to end it on my own.
I'm going to be the hero.
I don't need any teammates.
Rebels win a T round, something they couldn't do in overtime 3 to close out this map.
Another, by the way, in overtime, that's now a 2v1-1, or excuse me, a 1v2-1, a 1v3-1, and now another 1v3-1. All in overtime.
Here comes the fight in mid. Lear to come out on top of it. Innocent falls to the wayside. Nemiga have an advantage, but we found out that doesn't really mean a whole lot. Some of the time. And a Molotov towards the pillar as Zwei will eventually have eyes on connector. It's going to be a B split from Rebels. 2 through B main, 2 through dark, and there is a huge setup here designed to deal with this kind of threat. 3 CTs in the bomb site. Zwei's going to be heated up. So he's forced into the open. He's gone. So one of the defenders immediately taken away. Lyra's died, Xanter's gone, and the advantage now falls completely in favor of Rebels. But Olim's off the platform. Risky Bob gets caught on the other side of the obelisk, and Nemiga's defense does not hold water, and Rebels flood right through.
Don't you need water to flood? It would need to hold the water if there was going to be a flood.
No, but if it's a dam, it floods right through, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
That's how I was thinking about it.
It's an unimportant
It doesn't
detail.
hold back the water, Jason.
At the moment,
the water
I
floods
have,
right
I have
through
nothing.
the
I have
dam.
nothing else to say.
It doesn't hold water, Jason. That's my kind of logic.
Okay, I like it. Well, let us know on Twitter what you think.
Yeah. You know what the great thing about this game is? Everybody who's watching right now at home, including us, we're all going to be part of a niche cult following that experience this game live, because Navi's playing MOUZ right now, and that's what most people are watching. But
We're
only
all in
people
this together.
that watch this game will truly know what we are witnessing today.
Yeah, there's going to be a very unique club. We might make jackets.
Yeah, we have a unique bond now with you at home.
Nice round from Rebels. Khan does his best to hold on to the off at the end of the day, but it's ripped out of his hands.
Yeah.
Four MP9s.
Here they come into the B-bomb site. Sway's got the first risky bomb on the second, but the attack is fighting back. And once again, it's Innocent with some impact. They've taken over the B-bomb site. Lear and Zancer, not this time. It's got to be a flawless T side from Nemiga.
Terrorists win.
Surely now we're going to see Ancient.
You have to assume so. You have to assume there's gonna be a 1 round win on this CT side. I don't know how many more times Nemiga can actually fight back. And it's crazy to think that they've been able to stay in this game this deep and this long, considering how many post plants they've lost and scattered into. Consider how many clutches. Like normally, if you're fighting back constantly to force another OT, you're the one winning the clutches. Like you're winning it in like crazy. Like it's all backwards.
It is.
Well, tasked with winning 3 in a row. They did it in the previous OT, but that was on the CT side. Now they get blanked on their CT side. They got to win 3-0 on the T side, which they've kind of gotten a hang of. It looked really rough, you know, if you go the deeper back you go. They figured some things out. They've started having success across the map, but to think that they're going to win 3 straight.
I blisko se to uwaga. Yes! Let's go! Brawo! Teraz tego nie odpuściłem.
Every single round of the T side of overtime number 4 required by Nemiga. I didn't think they were going to be able to do it in overtime 3 where they were in the same position. They had to win every single round. On the CT side, they actually did it. They forced another overtime. But you just have to believe in the ability of Rebels to win 1 defensive round to take this map and send us into Ancient. Svei, don't know how he's alive, but he is. And here comes Enter through the connector. Good damage done. Great work done from Nemiga. 5 versus 3 setup off the back of those 2 early openings.
And they're going to come right through the smoke, so all the chances are there to pull this round back. Sway just slides on through, can't connect the shots as Casey. So Nemiga at least get their first of 3 required rounds on the board, and they want to hunt down this last M4. They want to inflict that economic damage.
Something about Anubis and these endless overtime extravaganzas. We did have the Amedi game, if you remember back in Pro League. That was on Anubis. Don't think we're going to quite get that far, but who knows at this point. Don't think we can count anything out. Just some great work early in this round, being able to pick up the first 2 off the back of some util. Casey really struggled to track his opponent. Couldn't really get the crosshair on him.
All right, here we go. 2 more rounds Nemiga needs. That round, Rebels just get caught half-assing a little bit of aggression in B main and caught in limbo, trying to fall back, trying to press forward, neither available to him now. Gonna attempt this split, and this is what works so well in regulation. Xanter again, and he's gonna start stepping up. Plenty more impact coming out from Xanter now as this overtimes have gotten deeper and deeper. And Nemiga's loving that.
Well, Innocent has been the god from this position, but...
Yeah, but look at how much more calm and collected it is right now from Nemiga, where it hasn't been in the previous overtimes. Like, getting the opening 2 entry kills, and then everyone just chilling and waiting. Next round of utility comes out to activate the next step of the map control. Now it's looking clean.
It's because of, you know, they like to play with pressure, Jason. They like to be on the brink of losing the map. That's what they love. Gets that extra percentage out of them. Now they're 1 round away from having a flawless T side to force another overtime. Flay hanging on.
Huge.
Yep, hangs on to the AWP. That is huge that he's able to keep it. And we'll see if that makes a difference here for Rebels to see if they can finally close out this map and force this into Ancient. I've lost count of how many chances they've had now on the Rebels side of things to close out this map.
Well, they got 1 more. So, at least that. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
doesn't matter how many they've lost.
That is the only number that really matters.
It just matters how many more they got, and it's 1. Shuffling through notes. I feel like once you're in overtime 4, those don't really matter anymore. Everyone's getting a little crazy. And if you got notes on the insanity that we're seeing from time to time, fair play.
Yes, in the last round of overtime 4, they like to do this, Jason. They've got that written down for sure. First to 25 round wins here in overtime number 4. Rebels at 24-23. Nemiga about to have a flawless T side if they can collect this round victory. And look at this, Kisarek let off the leash, aggression, and it's worked out for Kisarek. But can they trade him? They will eventually. Numbers evened out after the chaos in middle.
And that's actually kind of cool from Rebels. They have not really had a whole lot of aggression on their own CT side. Outside of those peaks from B main, they really haven't done a whole lot of it. Maybe catching Nemiga off guard, but thankfully they equalize things into a 3v3 in the mid-round. And look at how spread Rebels is. We've seen them kind of collapse on a bomb site and stack it at a random guess, but I think the pressure is too much that it's really hard to make that call. You still want to be able to track and keep eyes on different parts of the map. The decision to shift and stack something is on Olymp. He's the one who's got to read the situation. And with an alt positioned at the A bomb site, he says, I'm going to help the rifler. Unfortunately, he does it at the perfect time for Nemiga as they start to slide in towards middle. And this could either be a disaster or beautiful for Flay. He smoked off A main, but he's got to have his crosshair towards camera at the right time.
We asked the question.
But if when that smoke fades...
Oh. Well, he asked the question, will saving that all make the difference? And it looks like it will. Flay with the collateral shot. It suddenly falls to Just Khan. And Rebels have been on the brink of winning this map countless times. But this moment looks like it is finally the one. Khan waits at the bricks. Dives down into the site. It has been a roller coaster of emotion and moments, but finally Anubis is over. Rebels will force Ancient in this best of 3. Their run at the RMRs is not yet over, and for Nemiga, they will have to just mentally reset and try and come back into this game again for that 3rd and final map.
Man, this is just turned into a best of 5. They essentially played like 2 or 3 maps right here just now.
Ball was planted on B, and they're starting to realize that's the USPs have moved out of A main.
And at this point, you might as well just start setting up for some exit kills.
Exactly.
You know?
Get some damage. And
right.
if you're on the Rebel side of things, you don't really want to throw anything away, do you, Jason?
No, be very cautious, especially with the AK-47s. Want to make sure they're paired up with somebody to protect them. If you get one of those AK-47s investigating on their own, it can be a nightmare situation. Oh, a little bit of a duel. Here we are.
There we go.
Yeah.
And this is the Chinese feed, so we don't have any sound at the moment, but we will get that sorted as soon as possible. But it's nice to have this view regardless as Innocent looks into the mid-fight. And he's going to have some easy times cleaning up with that Mac 10. So money about to be made for Innocent. We see Lear and Risky Bob go down. And that lovely sponsor as well there on the left.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very important.
Haven't seen that yet.
I had neither.
So 2-0 start here for the Rebels.
But condoms are your friends, kids. Just throwing that out there.
Throwing that out there.
Just saying.
Yeah. Nemiga, though, they're going to buy for the first time here, Jason.
Yeah. No AWP yet in the field of play. Lear drops down to the FAMAS for some extra utility. No kits as I get adjusted to the new HUD. And a lack of head armor on a few players, so the Galils, the MAC-10 can all be impactful. How aggressive do they want to be out mid? There's that deep utility. Great late flashbang from the T side, but Risky Bob gets his vision back at the perfect moment. He's got that USP out again. That bit him in the ass on Anubis.
It did.
Yeah, you don't want to do it here.
Got bit in the ass for sure.
Reload those rifles.
Now setting up into an A play, but they've actually called it off for the Rebels for the time being. And here we are, ready to go. Sound back on and action about to go. Innocent about to attack out, flashes in. Risky Bob under a little bit of pressure now, and he's blasted out of position, but Sway's alongside of him. And eventually, it will be a 3v3 with Rebels looking to try and plant that bomb. But the problem is, Can is still here, and you've also got Xantarin towards the donut, but great utility put in place at the right moment.
Oh, another one as well. Xantarin's going to be pushed forward. Oh, he might have made that decision regardless, but Lear comes through the smoke at the same exact time. Good teamwork from Nemiga.
Oh, and Xantar, no problems in terms of taking Kisarek out of there. So as soon as the guns come out, it is a round victory for Nemiga, although money is still very good for Rebels. He didn't take a lot of damage in the first few rounds, so they've got plenty of cash.
And equally, the 3 kills is going to be nice. Rebels have the economy still at a very brittle point for Nemiga, not a clean win in that round, so they're going to invest everything to make sure they can get the utility. Kit picked up on Risky Bob. He had that opening kill down middle. And Rebels going to come right back into this. Instant smokes coming out. Cave in Red Room smoked off for the T's. B double doors smoked off for Nemiga's defense.
Smoke out towards the doors. Comes just a little bit late to pin the Rebels players behind him. They actually got in front of that smoke and are able to walk up B lane now because of it. Smoke fades away in front Jag as well. And Rebels just having a look, making sure it's clear. Lear around the corner. Kisarek and Casey ready to go in towards Lear, who begins to spray. Probably should have got something out of that. Fortunately, Khan was with him, but only 1 kill from Khan.
This is perfect for Rebels. Exactly what you want. And even Zwei stuck down middle. Olymp can handle this. Making sure that Xantar isn't falling back to deal with the Red Room push. Just wants to stay alive. But no way for the Nemiga players to join up and actually work with this as a unit. Xantar going to slide forward, no smoke, no kit.
Xantar taps, but no way he was going to win it. So Rebels up to 3-1. And we're getting that slow start for Nemiga. It's a little unfortunate. They won their gun round, but back down to the eco.
Exactly. This is what queues up Rebels to get that early lead that can actually just bury Nemiga. So we'll see what happens in the next gun round and how many rounds Rebels can build upon this. But that's exactly what they would have wanted after losing a round in which they get 3 kills and just immediately respond. Really nice trading on their way into the B bomb site. And Olymp able to gain a lot of space over towards Red Room, cutting off the rotation, cutting off the flank. Rebels heating up into this map.
Olymp waiting for the swing. The pistols coming in towards Olymp. He's got to deal with a lot of targets, and yeah, eventually just too many targets. He's peppered down by the USPs. Kisarek getting involved. He wants some of the action. He wants some of those eco kills. So give it to him. 3Ks for Kisarek. 7-2 start for him individually speaking. Had a lot of great moments on Anubis. guess,
And
especially early on.
I mentioned the focus between Master and Nemiga surely has got to be, I mean, one, talking about the post-plant situations, but also just like the taking the focus off of Anubis, getting that into the back of your mind and moving on to Ancient. If you're Rebels, that conversation is like, yeah, we need to get some details about what we want to do on Ancient to make sure we're on the same page, but let's enjoy the celebration for a moment for that long, drawn-out affair, and let's make sure all the players are loving the vibes and loving the results of how they actually won the map in such a tight situation. You want to keep that confidence up, and it is. Challenges right at elbow out of the gate, 2 opening kills, a minute and 40 seconds left to work a 5 versus 3.
Shot from Olymp, Kisrek able to come back in as well.
And they were the much better team of winning the advantages they gave themselves early on in the round on Anubis. They were the much better team of saying, we just got 1 or 2 kills, let's calm it down and play it slow and see what we get.
Yeah, advantages in terms of rounds and kills, but certainly not advantages in terms of map points. They had 10 of those.
Yeah, you're correct.
Eventually got it. I did like how HLTV, by Striker actually, he summed up this map in a pretty succinct way. So
oh, what'd he say?
Can't really say that on broadcast, but if you want to say it, Jason, I'll let you do it.
I don't know. I don't have the page open.
So if you go to the short right there, top one, yep, you're looking at the most recent news story. It's FaZe Collateral ends the quad OT map.
I don't see it.
No,
I don't have it on mine. So it all falls onto you, Dinko.
Oh, okay.
Okay. If you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to do it.
No, I'm quoting rather.
Quoting, okay.
Quoting HLTV. It says...
It can't be that bad if it's on HLTV.
They called it a clusterfuck of a map.
Jesus.
So that is quoting HLTV. Quoting HLTV.
Those I would like to reiterate, those are not my words.
Yes, HLTV by Striker 21 minutes ago.
Shout out to Striker, he's a real one.
So yeah, there's a few more bad words in there, but that was kind of the gist.
Okay, yeah, the gist of it, we got that.
Bet czyste 100%. Albo pa.
I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the smoke hit towards elbow.
Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah, great work. As we transition smoothly back into the game. There's quite a bit of cash left over here for Nemiga for the next round, but it's not really looking too pretty here. But at least they've got some B-lane control, and that smoke is going to keep Rebels behind the doors for the time being. But they've got all the utils stored up for a later stage in this round for Rebels.
If Xanter is going to stick here, I feel like Lear needs to move back down the ramp and be ready to pounce on contact. Pretty decent chip damage done by the 5-7. Beautiful, nice headshot. Just jiggle peeking with the 5-7. He wants more. And Kisarek cannot land the shots with the AK-47. This is turning into a little bit of a scary, awkward engagement as the brute force attempt to get through double doors has backfired. Quick glance to check how much time is left in the round because they still don't have B lane control, and that's got to be a concern. And really not adjusting around the map to look elsewhere. Mid players not applying any pressure. No presence at the A bomb site. And Xanter's trusting Lear to keep a close eye on middle. This is chewed a lot of time off the clock. I'm surprised Nemiga hasn't rotated more players over to the B-bomb site. It's coming in now.
This double stack, they don't see the second player, so Lear has to be traded out eventually by Olymp. Oh, gets deagled. 2v2.
A chance.
Small chance, but yes, certainly a chance in this round. Sve gets close. What a shot! Innocent into the open. Suddenly just Flay to try and close this one out. And the AWP misses the first opportunity. There's no kid on their back, so it's a 10-second stick, and Flay isn't going. Flay isn't around the corner. They're just gonna hold it. 10 seconds. Defuse all the way. Stopped by Flay at the last second. Oh, God. Well, at least they won the round, you know. It came down to the 9 embers, but Rebels,
all that matters.
They've got it.
They didn't regain control of double doors in B lane until 28 seconds on the clock. That shot with the deagle onto Innocent is beautiful. Good 1v2 though from Flay. Again, the clutch is heading in the direction of Rebels, much like Anubis. It's continuing here. Now a 5-round lead. That slow start from Nemiga has come to pass, and it's a recovery mission now. Khan was a monster in overtime with the AWPs. Oh no, and he's gonna be alone, and he's picked off. Innocent even brings Xanter down. Huge advantage for Rebels as they continue to just battering ram this defense.
Bomb has been planted.
And that worry that we had about Nemiga just disappearing if this game got off to a slow start is starting to come to reality. There's a couple of gun rounds now where it's just been a little bit too easy for Rebels. The closest round in recent memory is literally the last one with pistols, right? Down to the defuse, down to the wire. So the pole's on top right now.
It's time for a timeout.
Yeah. 7 rounds T-side. Already a fantastic beginning to Ancients for the Rebels.
Elimination on the lines as well, remember, for those of you at home. Whoever loses this map is eliminated from the RMR. No chance of qualifying for the Major.
In last place as well.
Oh,
Okay, Innocent. Great reactions.
Один звезду. Чё ты стоишь, блядь?
3.
12-3 start from Kisarek in particular as well, really taking a strong lead for his squad. Here comes some of that utility down middle. Zwei and Risky Bob getting involved in the elbow fights. Smoke is up, Risky Bob looking to play around that smoke, while his teammates peek up onto the ledge. Fortunately for Nemiga, it is a passive setup for Rebels, not challenging through the elbow, but here they come now, right into the open. Olymp goes 1 for 1. With Risky Bob.
That's not bad, all things considered as well. That's a really good way to get an opening pick and getting it without taking a whole lot of damage as well. Question now is, do you feel like that's... Ooh, that's a missed Molotov. Question now is, do you feel like that's enough pressure alleviated in middle for you to actually take that part of the map? Look at Nemiga's defense. They've all rotated over to the A bomb site because once again, Xanter just holding on to the double doors. But as long as Innocent doesn't play and waits for either teammates to come back or that mid control to come in, however, with this rotation and how long it's taking for Rebels to line this up, it's activating Zwei to push A main, which means Olymp is in trouble. Or is he?
Well, that is a quick question to ask, and he's not in trouble. What a shot. Olymp's sharp.
And now they can work Xanter. Kind of.
Nope, they didn't look. They didn't even look at him. Now one decision to look at Xanter with a 3K, nearly taking everything from that one spot, but Flay will deny, but Khan in the corner will not be checked.
Knife.
And he'll take the kill with bullets instead. So, yeah, I mean, just not looking into the cubby, it's a little bit of a mistake, and Xanter making sure that they're punished for that.
How much time was left on the clock? Do you recall?
Probably enough to check that angle, Jason.
Not the check. I was just thinking about waiting for the smoke to clear.
Oh.
Because like if you're walking through that's not through a smoke, you are looking left as you come through, right? Like you are checking that cubby for that position.
Yeah. I'm not sure how much time was left. I have to go back and look at it, but
I feel like it was like 35 seconds.
yeah, it was definitely enough.
30 seconds. But I think also you're trying to hit like a timing of where like, you know, you saw that push towards A main, so you know they have the information. Yeah, weird scenario, and Xanter again provides impacts. Yeah, 30 seconds. So probably time to wait out the smoke, but obviously again, they know that A main push came in onto Olymp. So they're saying with that push, they know we're not going A. They're starting to piece this together, and we have to get into the B bomb site before everyone shifts back.
Boost up, Flay being put on top of the double stack. He's not too far off getting an opening chance, but he's damaged down low by utility, then finished off with bullets as Zwei and Lear combined together, but Khan, he's under pressure inside the bomb site. Eventually, Kisarek getting rid of him. The tap onto the site. going to be Zwei picking up a double kill out of Cave. He's doing so much work in this round. He nearly even gets a third with a spam. And this round looks like it's stalled out for the Rebels, and going out into the smoke is Kisarek, and Zwei is able to get rid of himself. One from the grave as well from Kisarek, so he gets a little bonus kill at the end, but much better now from Nemiga.
Yeah, starting to lock this down a little bit. 2 rounds in a row, so coming back into things. But Rebels, I mean, you still have a chance to really punish this. Money's not great for the Nemiga side. You could make the last round a very haggard buy if you can win this one. They themselves running out of funds. So important to see who's going to have the advantage going into the final round of the half, and that's about it. But I mean, a 9-3 would actually be stellar for Rebels. Still already a very nice half.
Yeah, but you want to go into the second half with at least winning 1 extra round to feel pretty nice towards the end, rather than having that huge streak of round wins and stalling out completely. Tech issue at the moment, it would seem.
Well, it's not what you like to see in the third map of an elimination series, if you're one of the players.
No, certainly not.
Hearing typing though, so it sounds like everyone's back ready. Short tech issue. A 13-8 win on Vertigo for Nemiga, and that was 28 kills out of Xanter. The obviously, 5 overtime thriller of Anubis, won by Rebels, outlasted.
The thriller, yes, the thriller. It was a
thriller,
it was
objectively speaking.
Yeah, I was all over the place, you know. It's a roller coaster, dips, dives, loop-de-loops, had everything really.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. That's from Dodgeball Dinko. You'll find about that later.
Okay.
That's a call back to map 1.
As we get to the end of this journey.
4-round lead at the moment. 1 player challenging. Innocent gonna take down Lear. And that'll pull resources towards the B bomb site, which is perfect because they want to hit the A site. It's only Khan playing very far back in Temple, and this time he nails a shot.
Well, Rebels stay committed to their goal of trying to get into this A bomb site. Fire in the middle of the site slows things down. They have not been able to plant the bomb just yet, and given the fact that Nemiga hold the advantage, there's no further utility like smokes for Rebels. They just have to hope for a mistake. And Xanter's Shadow, it's always Xanter, man. He always gives you a way back in.
Yeah, it's too much. Again, looking for that next fight. But there's no more utility for Rebels, so they need more mistakes like that. Not going to get anyone pushing back up towards Temple. Khan's just going to hold for the peak. So Flay is going to... I imagine what happens is Flay drops out of Temple, looks towards Donut, try and plant in the corner with an AK-47 peering towards CT spawn. At this point, they're hoping Nemiga is going to say, maybe they've fallen back. However, some sound cues on the drop is going to disabuse Nemiga of that notion.
And the bomb plant denied upon a free peek out from Zwei. You can see the lack of utility really costing Rebels their opportunity to win this round. So in the end, it's going to be a shutdown play.
Oh, 2 tags.
Whacked against the wall. And it's going to be 7-4 as Nemiga have a chance to somehow make 5 rounds out of this.
And Rebels could have used the bonus money from that bomb plant. So we'll see, I would imagine, you know, Mac 10 or 2 come out. Galil's will be out.
Yeah.
AK-47s won't be able to afford utility, some Tech 9s probably, and that opens up the playbook for some of those, you know, crazy faster plays, those little popish plays. 2 Mac 10s, a Tech 9, a Galil, and an AK-47. And we're headed to the A bomb site, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on to your butts.
All right, it's going to be a fast one. Rebels going out with flashes, led by the charge of Casey, to the demise of Casey. As Khan is ready to try and stop them from entering the bomb site. It's 1 kill. It's not going to be enough, really, to slow things down entirely. So a plant coming in for the Rebels is now a 3v5 post plant, but aggression from Kisarek. I like the move, I like the idea, but it hasn't worked out to the same extent he would have liked. His teammates now left in a 2v4.
Got to take a risk somewhere in this situation. Both push towards CT. Caught in a crossfire as the retake comes in from Donut. Flay's got his up, though.
Well, he does, but not connecting. Down to 1 HP, but that defuse stuck all the way. And that's the half. Nemiga able to pull 5 back into it. A string of 4 rounds in a row to round out the half.
Yeah, to end the half. So really good recovery at the end of the day. Still would have liked more. That slow start, brutal. It took them a while to get into this third and deciding map, but they are here. That's all you can really say about it. They have arrived to Ancient. And given themselves enough rounds to play with moving forward into the second half.
Yeah, it definitely was a worry, considering the start that they would just completely disappear for this third and final map. But we have once again got hope that this third and final deciding map will have the same kind of energy Anubis has, Jason. Or rather had.
Had.
Yep.
Well, you know, Anubis seemed pretty calm in the first half.
True.
You know,
it was kind of a sleeper game.
Yeah, it started really relaxed. Everything was going according to plan. Everything was textbook.
And then it erupted.
And then it got a little weird. And then we threw the textbook out. Then we went to detention.
Actually, I think we wrote down a few new ideas into the textbook.
Right. We actually started, it was like a class of conspiracy Counter-Strike of just going absolutely mental.
How to lose by both teams. Joe Berettis for Olymp and Casey. Rebels won the pistol in the first half. Looked like they won it rather convincingly as well. They had a bit of a faster pump, it looked like, into the B-bomb site. This time Nemiga electing for something slower. So they'll have Khan inside of Elbow. And Lear will play in behind him.
Looks like they want to use this P250 to open up an avenue in middle. Blind shot spammed into the smoke. They're going to allow the P250 to duel on Khan over towards Donut. Kisarek wants that fight. Neither of them giving each other a clean look at it, though. Quick jiggles, quick fall back, and the dualies over in Cave.
Well, the dualies looked unleashed, but Casey unable to make the most of the situation whatsoever, so he gets down and out by Zwei, and the B-bomb site is now under a lot of pressure, so the plant is already locked in. If Rebels want to fight for this pistol win, they've got to pull off a retake, and we do have a kit and a smoke available on the back of Flay. So a little bit of extra time. And Kisarek, if he wins this fight, it's back on, but he doesn't. Not yet.
Ignores the fight, really.
Yeah, the fight will keep coming, as we always know it will. Nemiga kept throwing bodies at it. Olymp's even killed his own teammate, so that's the kit down. He's going to pick it up. I want some of the action, he says, and eventually he'll fall to the P250.
That's 5 in a row. 5 in a row for Nemiga going back to the first half.
Yeah. Rebels likely just to take the full eco, so it's about to be 6 in a row.
Yeah, that's the trend we saw from them back on Vertigo. Actually, both teams have been pretty conservative in their second round saves. We saw it out of Nemiga in the first half when we were on that weird monitor casting view.
Yeah. So I think they're just
full USPs. Everyone just wants to get the rifles and the resources out.
Yeah, and I like that idea, but it's fine. Great. 4 kills picked up in middle. Nemiga tie up the scoreline 7-7, and here comes the first CT buy for Rebels. So we'll get to see what their defense looks like. And hearing the rumbles of Harry Russell in the room next to me, I can tell you that the game of FaZe versus Vitality currently underway. That'll be over on the A stream.
All right, little chit chat here. Aspero's trying to, well, excuse me, as we're trying to get them ready for the first gun round. Everyone on the same page.
Yeah. Box just, again, just looking at the monitor.
Yeah,
of
that's
Lear.
the one. It was on the tip of my tongue, Dinko. Thank you.
Yeah. Box just hanging out. He only looks at Lear's monitor, you know? He only feels like I need to talk to the in-game leader. That's the only person I need to talk to.
Right. We need to have mind meld between myself and the IGL. Yes. Everyone else is just a chess piece.
Maybe you should sit behind Xander, you know? And just like... Like, anytime he goes
Give
to
him the
push.
old like blade flamey tactic when coaches were allowed to like talk during rounds. The old rumor was that Blade was just like micromanaging one player
That's
to make
hilarious.
smart decisions.
That's hilarious.
Just like a hyper talented, always looking
this,
for a
do that.
fight. Yeah, fall back, make a play.
Well, Zanter getting rid of Casey. Now Flight, what in the corner. Here comes the play forward. Innocent. Oh, swings out to the left side. He does some damage, but no kill to be locked in. Olymp and Kisarek, oh, they're trying to fall back, but Spy's already on the other side of the map, preventing that save from happening. So Olymp actually goes down towards CT spawn. Kisarek slipping out of the temple, but just slipping to his demise. And that was the first buy round for Rebels on the CT side.
All right, well, Rebels better answer the same exact call that Nemiga has, which is, remember, that slow start. It was 6-1 at one point. And Nemiga bounced back from that. They recovered from it and were able to bring it all the way back. Now they have the lead, and it's Rebels who are in the dry spell. And they're the ones who are going to have to respond and rip the momentum and the pacing away from their opposition. But Nemiga's T-side, oh, there's that frustration again. He's very...
An emotive player.
An emotive player, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah. Risky ball. Nope. It's going to be Lear to grab that. Spy gets one before traded by Innocent. Innocent's continue to push, so they know that he's in there. And there's great communication to allow Risky Bob to do some more damage.
Flay just going to tuck himself in towards Jaguar. Kisarek moving out of Donut at the moment, but once again, Nemiga, this time, this is that trend we saw towards the end of Anubis that was a little too late, is that pause, that patience, that settle down and don't let it get chaotic. But somehow, dude, you're going to be so mad.
You're like, how does that happen?
Yeah, Lear's like, my bad, bro.
At least I traded. At least
I was tucked in. I was looking Donut. He came down a different direction.
So Flay hears all the steps leaving his position, but Lear can go back to clear. And now Flay decides it's his time to strike, get in behind them, see what this USP can do. Gets a dink, gets a kill. Eventually traded by Lear as he turns back.
Innocent's here, though. Innocent's at the right place.
Yeah, he's on low on HP, 17 health, but he gets out. He gets with that first kill. Now with 15 seconds left, the time could be a problem. And Innocent forced back behind that molly. He can't tank the damage because of the health, so the plant will come through, and it comes down to a 1v1, and that's it. Grenade, it's won it. It actually landed on top of him. So.
Absolutely perfect from Khan.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, Nemiga's got to be really careful about how they're doing these mid-rounds. You know, the readjustment is great, but they're running around B lane and running around Jaguar and making plenty of noise and stomping everywhere, so it's easy to kind of track the movements. So you not only get to time when you make your play out of Jaguar to backstab and get a kill, but you also hear the footsteps, which allows you to tell Innocent to rotate far earlier than he would normally have that information. And obviously you gotta, you know, cross the T's and dot the I's and make sure none of those pushes are gonna catch your teammates off guard.
Risky Bob doing a little bit of damage towards Olymp. He's taking more on board himself. As they go through the donut, just straight through that smoke. Kisarek is now worried he's going to get split, so he looks towards main. He's probably calling for his teammates to come and help him real quick, but right now it's all on Kisarek. And it's not looking good until that shot chimed in. Gets a dink out towards A main as well. Here comes the rotation. Innocent towards CT, and Olymp in the temple.
Oh, missed shot. Olymp
just
sliding in. Yeah. Well, he's taken down by Khan. Let's see if the op can have more impact. Still, bomb not planted. No chance to plant it and no chance to get into the bomb site. Rebels finally going to put a CT round on the board. As Anter leg. And there's no chance he's able to find all these kills. Innocent slides out to close it up, and Rebels defense finally plant their feet and stop Nemiga.
Something that I've been alerted to that's quite interesting is Olymp's sensitivity. He plays with a 0.69 sensitivity on 400 DPI. That is incredibly low. That's very low.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah. and he anchors like on bomb sites. So how does he turn from flashes so quick? Like he must have the fastest arm flicks ever.
I don't know.
Like if flashes are coming in towards him, he's like flicking back and forth. Like that's crazy.
That is a very slow sensitivity.
Yeah.
That's like you're working your arm out.
Yep.
That's like.
And his window sensitivity is just normal. Like it's not like that's high either. So.
All right.
Super low sense from Olymp.
Respect.
So Risky Bob's given a Mac 10. Does he want to get frisky with it? Come Frisky Bob.
I'm just. You can't just do that to me. You can't just drop that out of nowhere.
That'd be pretty good, man. F's in chat for Frisky Bob. Let's go.
It looks like he's kind of willing to do it. Only one player without head armor, and that's Flay. The boost up is going to do good work. Xanter wants that nade back. Not worth at the end of the day. And going back for the reboost, you might not ever expect this. Good jump up. I'm assuming he spotted it. And again, there's that solo play in Red Room trying to be the impetus for the attack. We saw that a lot on Anubis from Nemiga. They need to be really careful about that. It got away from them, and that became too consistent on Anubis.
Well, we asked Rebels to answer the call, and they have. They have been able to stabilize on the CT side. I felt like I was getting out of hand with the amount of rounds that Nemiga were winning. Still in this fight, though, still in this round. The utility coming in from Rebels is making the plant spot very limited and very dangerous. And those smokes won't last forever. Starting to fade away now. Innocent once again giving vision into the bomb site. Another molly comes in, really limiting the position the T's can play in this post plant, so they start to move in now. Here come the Rebels. Here's Frisky Bob. It's another kill on the Mac 10, but not much more.
Na. Getting frisky with it. All tied up at 9.
That's a ridiculous name, dude.
What, Frisky Bob or
both?
Risky Bob?
Just both, man.
I like it. It's got character, it's got class, it's got style.
It's got class, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, the jump up after the fact. That's what got Xanter taken down. Good shooting from Flay with the AWP.
Let's go!
Whoa.
Emotive.
Emotive when both happy and sad.
Yeah, I like it.
We get both ends of the spectrum.
He loves and hates life. It's great. Three Tech 9s, P250, and a Deagle. Oh, good dink. Casey's under so much pressure. It's a shutdown, though, from Rebels. They absolutely destroy the attack of Nemiga. Only one kill, and it's picked up by Khan now. He's got an AK with so many targets. He's got a second headshot. Oh my god, Khan, he's doing everything. That AK runs out of ammo, though, so he goes to the P250. And can he slip away with a round win?
Give him a taste of their own medicine. He wants to slip away, but he doesn't have the bomb. So
yeah,
he's got to come back.
Really, oh, hold on. Got to go back and try and get this bomb. 1v5 this would be for Khan. He's only on the P250, and eventually Flay will stop that from becoming a reality.
Yeah, nice attempt from Khan. Some good kills, though. Economic damage dealt. That's not a bad outcome considering what Nemiga was able to bring into it. So you're kind of priming yourself to be able to break the economy, but that requires a gun round win. Fist bumps all around. Rebels still not looking too concerned. Discussing a few things during the timeout. Rebels have taken a one-round lead. The sigh. The release of breath and emotion. Round 20, everyone's got what they want. AWP in the hands of Flay. 16 kills, 19 on Kissarak to lead the way for Rebels. Early utility chip damage inflicted on the B lane players.
Innocent, under a lot of scrutiny, but he'll handle it without a problem.
He's had some really good rounds in this game so far.
He has. Innocent going again.
Oh.
Another kill locked in for Innocent. Needs to get away around the corner. Impossible, though, as Xanter hunts him down, but his work is already felt in the round. He's keeping Rebels ahead just by the fact that he got 2 kills to open things up.
Yeah, 2 for 1 is so legit from Innocent. Casey hiding in the cubby, looking for someone to come out of the other side of that smoke.
Kissarak stopping Khan from walking out into the open. Lear rattles off, shot still long, but look at this, the risk. Oh, it's beautiful from Olin, but no.
No
He's
way.
whiffed so hard. But luckily, Flay's still alive and has a chance to recover the mess. But Olemp had it on a silver platter. He made the perfect play. Such a beautiful play.
It's that low sensitivity.
It is, yeah. Couldn't control it. Now here's Lear. Looking for the 1v1, and he'll secure it to tie up the scoreline, and Olemp is going to want that moment back.
Yeah, absolutely, because that was the perfect play. He had the exact gap he was looking for. Although, I mean, I'll say, low sensitivity should be able, you know, that's kind of what that low sense is made for, is making sure your spray is staying on target. Oh, man. There's going to be so much frustration as a player when you miss these opportunities.
Well, he controlled his emotions enough.
He bottled them up, is what he did. And that causes health problems down the stretch.
Well, it's Kissarak, you know.
Yeah, he lets him out.
Yeah!
Say what you want, but he's going to be healthy when he's an old man.
No pent-up emotions whatsoever. So tactical timeout here for the Rebels. It is their 3rd of 3. Last time they'll decide to choose in regulation, but given the fact that we are now 10-10, I wouldn't be surprised if we go to overtime on this 3rd and final map of this elimination series.
Well, it's got to match up with the Anubis somehow, right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, team knife. That helps.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
A little bit
That's a big team knife, too. That's not like an oopsie, sorry, bro. That's like a...
straight up right-click
You're at 40 HP? That sucks.
It's a March-style backstab. Yeah.
I'm surprised Nemiga's still moving forward to this. They saw numbers in that engagement. Yeah, they should be backing off now. You probe pretty deep into the bomb site. No, they're not yet. That smoke is going to dissuade them. Yeah, now you have to. All right, Kissarak tries to get a little cheeky. Wanted the weapon. Nemiga's going to come right back to this. Bomb tucked into the cubby in A main. 2 defenders here. They'll boost up the MP9, and Nemiga's going to turn this into a split, but the bomb is now dropped. That's going to bring Innocent over. And now they want to clear out A main, and they will. They will do it. Khan got a combat ult, but he will. Double kill with the AWP.
Oh, why? The quick switch again to utility. How many times are we going to see this in this series? The Shadow will betray Innocent likely, but he's going to use that smoke instead. And now Sway coming around on the flank. There's a chance here for Innocent to turn this into a 1v1 fight.
Wait for your teammate.
Yeah, wait on your teammate. But Innocent realizes that that's a possibility. He turned around, but Sway still wins the duel.
I was very worried
Rounds
Khan was going to
never
sweep
easy,
into that.
are they?
No, they aren't. But you're right. The utility switch is brutal. We saw a lot of that on Anubis at the worst possible moments, but this is starting to be a very dominant second half. It's starting to feel shades of Vertigo rather than shades of Anubis. It was 7-5 for Rebels at the half. And Nemiga's put themselves in a good situation against a really busted economy. Flay buys a Hero M4. Other than that, it's pistols. Have a couple of those pistols to bait for him tucked into the cubby in cave.
Swinging into the open, they line up. Beautiful lineup. And Rebels, they're going to be down to map point. Elimination point here at the RMRs. 12 rounds about to be collected by Nemiga. And Rebels were saving their money for the next round. They want one last goodbye to try and force this into overtime.
Outside of Flay, he did invest in that Hero AWP.
Yeah.
All right, excuse me, Hero M4.
Yep. So he'll be a little weak on cash for sure.
But you're back to that world where the Nemiga players are pretty confident in these opening fights. You know, not so much in the slow start, not so much through stretches of Anubis, but back to Vertigo where they feel like they can take whatever fight they want to open up the rounds and win it. And with them keeping all 5 players alive, they're going to have a bye in the last round regardless of what happens in the next one. So their money is great. Put themselves in a winning position for the series to stay alive here in the EU RMR A. And eliminate Rebels. That's a good find from Molemp.
Yeah, it's a
Dang,
fantastic.
shout out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Didn't get away
well.
though. I always forget how big the bloody
Yeah, it is
bomb
huge.
is on
It is
Ancient, don't
huge.
you? Didn't get away.
And you know, I liked the attempt. You know, that's a very self-sacrificing play from Olymp. I really wanted it to work.
Valiant attempt. One that is not successful.
Okay.
And now Nemiga, 1 round away, and they have knocked out the Rebels. They will stay alive. And all of their woes of Anubis, of how close they were to closing it, will disappear from their minds. If they can just close Ancient now.
They throw the Molotov to try and hear a tick of players getting aggressive over in Jaguar, but it doesn't land exactly the way they would have liked, so they have no indication that Flay and Innocent are here. Now, because the smoke is up, they're not going to challenge, and when it does clear, they'll have to expect it anyways. But that little piece of information they were looking for didn't pan out. Xanter walks around the corner, double dink, cleaned up, and there's the trade. Or the follow-up.
Well, 3v5 to convert here for Rebels.
We can do it.
They're all split up as well. 1 player towards Cave, 1 in Red Room, and you can see Olympus starting to move forward. Hungry for information, realizing you can't just sit back this separated in a 3v5. You need to take a risk, you need a moment of aggression, but it looks like Nemiga are aware of that possibility as well, and they've hit the pause button for now.
Yeah, and I've liked this change-up from them that we saw like towards the tail stages of Anubis. That should be traded, should not be a big issue. Zwei, good job. He's having a fantastic map, 25 kills. He came into this saying, I'm not letting my team lose this one and be eliminated today. Wonderful performance. 2 kills away from moving on, from moving into 1 and 2 group in this Swiss system.
Casey, next up. Good frag. Keeps his team in the fight with 20 seconds left to go.
That's the solo player
looking to
again.
hold on. It's Kisarek on the bomb site. Can he step up here? His teammates with him. Damage being done. Down to a 1v1 with 1 HP left on Xanter. 11 seconds as he's looking for the fight, and he won't win it. Rebels stay in this fight. Nemiga had every chance. A 5v3, but Rebels do not give up.
Again, again, the solo player does not need to play into cave at that point. Let your players at ramp instigate the attack, draw the attention away, and then you get to lurk in and help alleviate the pressure. But now it's just 2 players fighting at the top of ramp is such a hard thing to break through. On each side of the default bomb boxes, and a lovely clutch from Casey.
Well, they're still going, and we know what that means. Last round of regulation. Overtime teed up, especially with a Flay opener. Another step in the right direction for the Poles. They've been given life right at the end. Another from Flay. He was the player that got the job done for them on Anubis with a collateral. And it looks like he wants to keep them going here on Ancient.
Good little rebuttal, though, from Khan to try and keep things as even as humanly possible. And you still have the advantage of AKs in an AWP against MP9s. But do you really want to be dedicated to this bomb site?
Well, it looks like they've kind of forced their own hand at the moment. They don't have control elsewhere. They're fully committed here with 2 players in the cave, 1 waiting at the bottom of the B ramp.
You need to smoke off long. If you peek beforehand...
Oh, missed shot from Flay though. Despite giving a chance, he can't sink the kill, and they're trying to come out of the cave, but they're separated. They're severed off from one another, and Flay will come in again. Flay is shutting everybody down. It's overtime teed up with all 5 kills from Flay. That is a ridiculous round to close out regulation and force another overtime in this series.
And Nemiga is just like allergic to being able to close things out when they give themselves a chance. They lost the 4-on-2 in the previous round. And now they've just really tried to like bash their head against a brick wall to get into this B bomb site when every indication was we're coming here.
They had a
we're coming here.
5v3 in the previous round. Like they have given themselves every opportunity. Strap yourselves in. We're in for a big game.
Yeah, at this point, I have no idea where this... At this point, it's just... Flip a coin. Let's see how insane this one's going to get. Anubis was 5 overtimes with some of the craziest clutches and rounds that you've seen. Let's see what Ancient has in store for us.
Dude, Flay's nuts when he wants to be. That's got to feel like a hero moment.
Yeah, hype the boy up. He's done some great work for you with the op. 12-12, first overtime. Mid-control for Nemiga. And they're going to utilize it. Olymp slides to the back of Donut.
Oh,
can't handle the fight. Yeah.
That's right. Too sharp on that headshot. Olymp gone.
But Flay's here.
Yeah, Flay's here and he kills everybody. 24 and 14. Blowing our mind. And Lear waiting. Aggression right in front of him. Had an opportunity for a multi-kill.
Flay went down. He slid into the op peak.
Yeah, Risky Bob got him.
Or the AK. Beautiful shot from Risky Bob, but sometime chewed off the clock as he had to go recover the bomb to get it planted, but I don't think Rebels is going to be very motivated to rotate over and try and win this round. That 3-man push down B ramp, Nemiga had the information, and they're so far away from being involved. So now it turns into a hunt.
When we get to overtime, though, I think I'd throw most logic out the window. Because over on Anubis, we've seen Nemiga, they could win a flawless T-half, or they could win a flawless CT.
True.
And suddenly they couldn't win a single round of CT half.
Yeah.
So I'm never getting comfortable. I'm just here for the ride now in this overtime. But if you get rid of these 2 Rebels players now, it could really affect their economy going into the later stages here. And Xanter getting rid of Kisarek is just innocent left alone. They haven't detected him. He's done a very good job of just kind of sneaking past around their crosshair, getting in behind them. At least he'll hang on to the AK-47. But Nemiga take the lead. They eventually get that 13th round.
Timeout taken. That's that overtime timeout burned after that first victory. Nemiga going to try and build upon it. And again, that conversation just seemingly focused on one player. I know it's not the case, but he's not even like looking around. So it's very disconcerting.
Do you, Lear?
You know, like if you're sat in that chair and you're talking through a tactic of what everyone's going to do, you're like looking at him and you're turning your head as you're saying, like, what? This is your role. This is your role. This is where you're going to go.
Yeah.
And it all is just focused at just one person. 13-12.
At least you've still got Flay on the AWP. I've lost that, Rebels. Not yet. Xanter. What a quick charge up the B lane. A little bit of spam through that smoke, and it's Clear to fall away. Good shot from Olymp. Xanter coming in as well. And there's a 4v3 for the Rebels side with a minute 20 seconds left. It's quite an explosive beginning to this round, but look at this, and Kisser right close to the A main smoke. Almost the kiss of death to his opponent, but Xanter through the fire, through the flames, and taking flight down in the donut.
Yeah, but they're still waiting for the smoke to clear. Good shot. They need to get in quick. Both defenders are going to be here. Alp has a deep line of sight towards CT. Molotov and Temple, there's the safety necessary, and they would love that challenge in CT now. Molotov burning, and out in the open. The Alp gets completely caught, but Risky Bob is going to deliver again.
When you need him most, you call Risky Bob. Very few kills, but a lot of impactful kills. 9 and 20 now. But Innocent, he's up. And on Anubis in overtime, he had some great moments to keep his team in the fight. He's got to do that again here. He's getting closer to the donut by walking right into the scope, but the scope has looked away. Time is a problem, though, and they just run it down. So it's all good. Just make sure Innocent can't win this round. But there has been an unbelievable amount of timing moments throughout this game where the scopes have just looked away or the nades being pulled. That it does scare me a little bit.
It makes you a little nervous.
Yeah, but it's all good, Jason. It's 14-12 now for Nemiga.
But I mean, you can also just see, like, I feel like in another universe, like you would have felt that flank come a little bit earlier, and I think just again, like with the stakes of this, you're thinking of every possible eventuality.
Well, we talked about the money problems that could occur for Rebels with this 10K overtime. Well, we can see them now. They don't have the off. They're down to 2 MP9s in this mid-fight. Oh, it's a long-winded spray, but one that doesn't get a kill. It's Leo that gets both of those.
It was a distraction, though.
Yeah, it was. Suppressing fire.
It was a distraction, Dinko.
Suppressing fire. It worked out pretty well in the end.
And sometimes that's all you need.
Yep, it's true.
And that's 2 players, and one of those would have gone donut to address the A bomb site, but since 2 have gone down in mid, they don't have any player to watch for that. So access to A is open, and now you got to turn around and watch that donut flank. You feel no resistance at some point. Lear's watching for the run-through of the smoke.
The last round of the first half of overtime 1. So Rebels are going to go for this. They were letting Innocent play, and eventually Innocent makes his move. Khan walks into him, so now they've got to go. Rebels hold the advantage as they search for their only round in this first half. Got to move quite quickly. 1 kit. It's on the back of Flay. They move into the site, smoke deployed onto the bomb. Zwei and Lear looking to try and close this one out, but Innocent steps up. That defuse, it's happening, and it won't be stopped. Rebels pull off the retake. They get themselves at least 1 round to play with going into the second half of overtime 1, and they desperately needed that.
Here's the difference, though. Remember, Nemiga in the first half recovered very nicely to win the last 4 rounds of the half. The start was very, very slow, 7-1 at one point, and then they came all the way back. So now you've had an entire map and a half of overtime to be warmed up into this game. The slow start is what killed them in the first half. You're not going to have that advantage now if you're Rebels. So let's see how much of that was the slow start, how much of it was Rebels tactically outplaying Nemiga and making them feel uncomfortable.
Oh, both teams have been here before.
I was going to say, at least both teams are intimately familiar with overtime in a major elimination game.
They had a lot of reps. Great defense from Innocent. He actually was the player that came back around main as well, so he had a huge journey to make. Likely communicating to everybody, just pause, let me make the play out main. So he gets all of the 3 remaining picks and defends the defuse. Ah, man, Casey's had a couple of stinkers here, man. He's second map real quiet again. 9 kills going into overtime. Bit of a tough game for him to have to stomach. Just hope they can get the job done today and they have another chance. 14-13, Nemiga hold a small lead, but it's Flay arriving to the top of the ramp, and there's Casey. Comes through with an important frag. That's going to take Khan out of that. Ooh, spammed onto the wood. They don't know how close they were to taking Flay out of the round.
Good flash. But look at this position to cut off
the bomb.
Carrier. Oh no, Risky Bob. He's gone down with a whimper.
Yeah, he has.
And it's Zwei. They know exactly where he is. Molotov in towards his position, and there's nowhere for him to move.
Oh, Flay chimes in, and we're all tied up again. Who knows where this one's going, because Rebels do not give up. But Nemiga, we've seen it so many times. It doesn't matter how far they are behind in overtime. Even if they have to pull a flawless halfback, they have the ability to come back into it. And Rebels have shown an inability to close on occasion.
Beautiful use of that lurk smoke at the B bomb site as well. It really kind of forces the defender to make a decision if they want to play passive behind it, or if you want to kind of step forward and see what you've got, maybe go for a fight. And you don't know what's on the other side. You don't know if it's a lurker with an AK. You don't know if it's an AWP holding an angle or peeking into you like it was this time. You don't know if it's a full-blown execute.
Dude, no one's A. Not a single player defending the A bomb site right now. And Rebels, they're going towards the A bomb site with intent.
Yeah, but the timing's there for Risky Bob to fall back.
But do you trust Risky Bob to hold the site right now? He's got 9 kills. He has to step up here. This has to be a massive moment from Risky Bob.
And if Rebels are going to do this, they need to go through that smoke. But now that they've waited, I don't know if it's such a good idea any longer.
Oh, yeah.
Boost up while that smoke is still deployed. It's being looked at by the AWP. Can he see over the smoke? Is there a crack?
Well, the smoke's gone now. There's a chance, and this is Risky Bob's opportunity. Off the boost. Good kill from Risky Bob, and yeah, you rely on Bob. He holds down this site. A triple kill to force Nemiga up to 15 rounds if they can close, and it's just Innocent left alone. Risky Bob may have had a quiet map, all map long, but he burns in the fire because he celebrates the fact that he has one of the most important holds of this entire series, because he puts Nemiga on series point again.
And that's all that matters. Everyone is going to have a bad map, and you have to stay in it because you're going to have your chance to have a big round, to have impact, to contribute to the win. No matter how bad your half is, you are going to get the call, and you got to be able to answer the bell, and Risky Bob's done that just here at the perfect moment.
Rebels to force another overtime. They've lost B lane. Xanter is pushed down all the way, and they re-smoke those double doors. They've lost mid. Rebels do not have a lot to play with here.
At least have the AWP on play. Just double checking.
Yep, he is the one with a scope at his hands, pushing 30 kills right now. And he was the player that made the difference on many occasions. He was the player to force this into overtime with an ace. He was the player to close the second map. So maybe, just maybe, he can do it again.
Problem is, he's got to attack into the defense rather than sitting back and waiting for the attack to come to him. So a lot is going to rely on how much his teammates can create space for him, how much utility can be deployed in the right positions to give him a line of sight. And Nemiga's playing this smart.
45-second mark, they only take mid.
Look at the gap. Although it's being closed. Risky Bob is coming back. Kana's going to come join up with them. How much do they want to clear this, or do they just want to keep an eye on it?
22 seconds. Rebels have got to go. The bomb is waiting for the time to strike into this B site. But the Polish squad, their RMR run could end now, but it's Flay on the opening. Casey on the follow-up. 3 kills, and we've got another overtime as the plant starts to come in here for the Rebels just in time. Bomb goes down. Innocent and Flay stay fighting, and Khan has to 1v3 this, and it looks impossible. Khan will fall, and we have got a second overtime on this deciding map of Ancient.
Man, all the critical kills right at that last, the first 2 that just come out, both in the favor of Rebels, losing that duel at the top of ramp as well, and you could just see, realizing that the clock was their best chance to win, they all push in aggressively into the waiting crosshairs of Rebels. It was Nemiga on Anubis that showed the tenacity to stay in when they had to force overtime. This time it's Rebels.
Quick bathroom break here. They know that when second overtime starts, there's probably 3 more coming.
They're like, here we go again.
I need this time. I gotta go to the bathroom. If you gotta go, Jason, I can cover for you if you need. You know, we can.
I could have used it last map. I'm okay for now.
Okay, we're all good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Там не было, кто не пройдет, я же...
Да, ну все хорошо, я не помню, что.
Oh, this is going to be one of the most deflating losses, though, for whoever ends up losing this game today.
I know. It's going to be such a heartbreaking day to have to sit through and think about the match that you just lost. 7th overtime of the series.
So just making use of this pause. We'll get the Rebels players back in their seats after that quick bathroom break. And we'll continue this overtime extravaganza. We were destined for this after map 2.
Yeah, it felt like this had to happen. This was the only logical conclusion to the series.
You do want to see a deciding game at an RMR be this difficult, right? You want to see them fight this hard for this spot. And the thing is, it's 0-2 game, right? Just think about how many other games you got to play to get through here. And struggling right now in the 0-2 bracket is generally not a great sign, but it's all about getting that extra game.
I don't think too many people would have picked either one of these teams to qualify all the way through. I think Nemiga had some interest to see what kind of a level they were going to be brought into, and certainly with some of the individuals.
It's quite long bathroom break, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little chit chat going on inside of the server. First map was Vertigo. That was picked by Rebels. A lifetime ago, it was a 13-8 win for Nemiga, and I thought that spelt disaster for Rebels, to be honest. It didn't look like it was going to end up being a series they'd be able to compete in.
That's what made this series like a little bit weird in my head as well, because it did look like Nemiga was just on a completely different level on Vertigo. But that's also, you know, the condition of going into Anubis, where it was like, okay, well, if Xanter doesn't drop 28 kills in regulation, like, what is it all going to look like? He really just was a bully on that T-side Vertigo if you go all the way back there. All right, everyone's had their P. Here we go. Up in the hands of Khan. Does Flay want one for the T-side? Yes, he does indeed. 10 seconds left in freeze time, and then we're underway in double OT.
All right. Well, not a whole lot of major experience on the server, obviously, but one player who has got major experience is Innocent. He's played at 3 majors, one with Sprout, one with Penta, and one with ESC. And he definitely stepped up in a lot of the overtime rounds on Anubis, so I'm going to keep an eye on him again.
And you can see the experience in some of his play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of the decisions he's making in different situations and scenarios.
Not mid. Risky ball up down first. Good spray from Olymp. Able to transfer on that low sensitivity and gets you out of it. Lear pushing through the smoke. Innocent getting caught. And it ends up even in these numbers out of the 3v3, but it's all about the A play from Rebels.
It's all that's left at this point when you have that push come out of Cave and you know you have to pull the trigger. So smoke down towards CT spawn, smoke bouncing over towards Donut, Molotov thrown right into said smoke, all broken open. Good call though. You hear the bounce of the nade and reposition very quickly. And with the covering fire of the op, the bomb is planted.
And Flay to 1v2. He's been a pretty clutch player so far for his squad, and he looks out towards A main. Shadow spotted. Xanter, well, he's locked in. Flay knows that's where his target is, but he misses the shot. Now Xanter moves out of the open. Flay taking a dink on board, and Xanter will outmatch him with the rifle. No clutch for Flay in this one. Nemiga grab 16.
I thought that was a really nice read from Flay to position himself in temple and look towards main. Better job jiggle peeking for Xanter and baiting out that shot.
Yeah, it looked like Flay was going to get it down to a 1v1. This is great work from Olymp in mid. Good transfer. Probably should have died a little bit earlier, but flashes were good. It's the soundtrack.
I know.
There's a happy one and there's a sad one.
Yep. Oh, what
okay. A lot of fire. Barbecue Lear.
I'm very confused. He was very dedicated to that play.
Yes, he was. Just like Svi. He's just making sure the B lane is clear, and Rebels are behind the smoke. So they're just going to slow down. They've still got a lot of time to play with, and even numbers on the player count. Resmoke at elbow. So Nemiga able to maintain B lane control and mid control. If you're Rebels, you feel kind of suffocated at this point. You don't have a lot of options available to you. You have one smoke left, 2 flashes, and a Molotov.
Yeah, and you occupy so little real estate on the map. Oh, okay. Tuck yourself in. Will this get cleared? He's got to be patient now. And crawling up towards middle, it's not. Oh, it is going to be cleared.
Check it. Olim's going to hard check it. What a clearance from Olim.
There's 2 players here at this bomb site, though, because they have all the information elsewhere.
29 seconds. Well, like you said, a strong defense in place. Risky ball, a part of that. Lines up a couple more. Not the kills though.
Flank from Donut.
And this Donut flank yet could stop everything, but the plank going down inside of the smoke. Flay looks to cover off the Donut player with this off, and he misses his chance, but Innocent won't, and suddenly just can, but he's got a kill, and he's got it down to the 1v1, and the headshot over the top of the box. Innocent gets dropped, and right back into it is Khan. That'll be 17 for Nemiga, picked up off their clutch player in Khan.
Yeah, body shot would have done it, and I mean, smart play from Innocent to maintain the headshot angle with the low HP, but what a precise surgical shot with the USP. 2-round lead. Nemiga had 1 chance to close it out in the first overtime, on the verge of giving them 3 here in the second overtime. Risky Bob gets 1 kill, but the damage he does to the others is pretty dang critical.
Nemiga take B lane.
And this round will get stalled out. It's gonna be slower paced. A follow-up smoke over in the double doors, where 4 players of Rebels are sitting behind it. They wanted to make their move after the smoke clears, but with that being refreshed. And once again, it's like the previous round. They occupy so little real estate that they can't really apply pressure anywhere else on the map to alleviate this kind of stacked defense at double doors. And Nemiga loved doing this. Xanter loved this position in regulation.
Xanter, oh, he catches them setting up utility. So even if Rebels wanted to commit to this B execute, the utility wouldn't be in place on the site. So they're just going to have to go now and hope that they can get in. Unfortunately enough, there's some space to play with for now. But Risky Bob, he starts to move out along. He denies both. That's map point. It's series point again for Nemiga. And surely with the amount of chances they have, this is where they close it. This is where they knock Rebels out.
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, you got 3 opportunities for this, and your T side wasn't bad at all.
Risky Bob again with some impact.
In the OTs, he's excellent. Yeah.
So huge to see Risky Bob step up with some great impact here, especially on this round. Getting a double there to stop any chances for the Rebels. And it is some of the uncomfortable aggression the CTs are throwing in. Rebels can't handle it. He's even got box on his feet, which no one said was possible. He's even talking to someone else.
Coach now on his feet, hyped up, feeling the energy.
Only took like 7 overtimes today, but he's here, he's up.
Starting to get a cramp. All right, 18-15. Rebels, can you lock down? Flay's got his op with 31 kills.
Innocent, what a play. Blows open the smoke at the edge of Jag, but he can't get away. He can't get back to safety. Looked like he was about to find a nice opener to play a 5v4, but not to be the case. Nemiga do very well at getting that number back.
Yeah, really early defensive smoke. And I'll tell you what, Nemiga has encountered the AWP and Temple at this A bomb site so frequently throughout this match, like they have to expect it now, right? So realizing that Red Room is a point of danger, Flay falls back. But Rebels is starting to clear the map, clearing mid.
Oh, timing as Flay just moves off.
I think they just said Red Room's clear, but they don't realize how deep they actually were. Free kill.
That's going to be so frustrating for Flay when he watches that one back. The timing of which they moved into his position. And now for the Rebels, it's 3 players who still stand. Looking to make the difference is Olymp, and it's an Olympian effort as he goes through. He gets a double kill. Khan fights back through that donut smoke. And the 2v2 to still stay in this fight for the Rebels. They will not be able to plant. And Casey using his position to perfection from CT spawn. The Rebels do not give up.
Once again, it's this utility being thrown on the fly as you're entering into that A bomb site, which gives Olymp the chance to come out, step in front of it before it plumes, get some information, and grabs himself a double kill. Good utility usage as well. Flashbang thrown by his teammates over the walls to blind the second follow-up player, and Olymp has the impact. And they've got to be thanking their lucky stars that this is how the round played out, because that free kill on Khan was just a horrifying timing for them to deal with. First chance slips away from Nemiga. They've got 2 left.
Flay. Oh, he sees the shadow. Primed and ready. No problem as he gets the trade on Khan.
Yeah, but if you thought that you could replicate the amount of space you got over in Red Room in the previous round, you'd be dead wrong. Casey's moved into this position behind the smoke.
Xanter needs to be careful with these spams. He goes back to watch, but it doesn't matter because he's still blasted away by Kisarek. So Rebels put themselves a player up.
It's these aggressive decisions from Rebels that's catching Nemiga off guard. Remember, it was Innocent kind of pushing out of cave in the previous round.
Casey going to check it. Oh, he lost the fight. Oh, Svai gets himself back into this round. 50 seconds remaining. Rebels, again, a 3v3 to try and stay alive. They're going to smoke out that position at Red Room so they can't walk in towards CT. Flay comes back to the donut at the right time. Svai goes down. He's going to go again, and another shot from Flay. Impact when needed most.
Can Urisi Ball do it again? He's answered the bell 2 times. He's had 2 great rounds in overtime for his team. If he gets a 3rd, they win, and he can't. That's a very hard situation having to recover the bomb. 18-17.
All of these chances. So many chances for Nemiga. They go for the timeout. Boxes on his feet.
Still on his feet.
Can't believe what he's watching right now. Can he find the solution? They just need one more, but they've only got one more chance. Otherwise, we go again.
Run it back.
Get another overtime.
Go for 6 this time.
Why not?
A little conversation. Here we are. Good shots from Flay. And it feels like he has been such an impact player for Rebels. Every time they've needed a big round, every time they've needed a big hold, Flay seems to just be there. Ready to rock and roll. Very good performance in this series from Flay.
Yeah, 34 and 22 at the moment. Look at this. Nemiga just walk out the mid-smokes. There's no one here spotting this.
I don't think they felt the pressure of like aggression from Rebels too much to be all that intimidated by it, and they have the smoke to be able to silently cross, although it's broken open partially.
He got one.
1-for-1 trade, and that's a big piece taken out by Nemiga.
Yeah, but impressive regardless that he got the one. It looked like he was about to go down with nothing. It's going to be a Nemiga hit to try and close out this series as they go in towards the A bomb site. Kisarek will fall. And another step in the right direction for Nemiga. Is this finally it as they turn back and stop Olymp? There's no hero plays left. Innocent and Casey with everything to do for the Rebels. It has been a brawl. It has been a battle throughout this best of 3, but it all might be for nothing as they're about to be eliminated last in the European RMR. An incredible series, so many comebacks, but finally Nemiga will close it. They stay alive to fight at least for another day, but for Rebels, it ends in misery here in Shanghai.
There's not even celebration. They're just like, oh,
It's over.
I'm so tired.
Nothing left.
Yep, high fives all around. Congratulations to Nemiga, commiserations to Rebels as well. A crazy series, what, 7 overtime